Ey, esa niña no se aguanta. Ey, quiere todo porque sabe a... And we're back. We're back. With one of the most famous people I fucking know, Luisito Comunica. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And he speaks English and he speaks Spanish and he's like, I've seen his content in every fucking language at this point.
Yeah. But it's dubbed. I mean, it's...
I know what I saw.
It would be sick to speak those many languages, though.
But that's very smart.
Yeah, it would be so cool, yeah.
It's very smart. It makes me want to do that.
So we're going to do this, what? Like a bilingual sort of...
Bilingüe vibe, lo que tú quieras, ¿sí?
Sí, órale. Lo hacemos Spanglish.
Sí,
yeah.
Sí, porque, pero inglés sí hablas. ¿Nada más? ¿O
sí, no,
idiomas?
Inglés. A ver, o sea, obviamente inglés, español bien.
Sí.
Y me puedo comunicar bien en francés.
Ok.
Y en japonés.
Damn.
A ver, no te puedo hablar de política y la verga, ¿no? Pero me puedo comunicar, o sea, sí puedo, sí.
Hell yeah. Yo quiero aprender portugués.
Ah, un idioma sexy.
Sí, ¿verdad? Y luego, like, I feel like we can, there's a lot of booty shaking going on in Brazil. I want to go over there and figure it out.
And that can open also, like, doors, like, music-wise, you know? Like, to speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Damn, imagine reaching Brazil. Like, those are, like, 300 million people.
Damn.
Right
Yo,
there,
you're like the smartest person I know. You're just going to be dropping facts, huh?
Nah, I mean...
That's cool. No, I love that. That must be so cool to have you as a friend porque es like cualquier conversación que tú tienes con él, like you're already like, te está saliendo la pinche. Oh, by the way, if you're bilingual, you're going to love this. And if you're not, you're going to be like, why the fuck do they switch languages
like,
so much?
What the fuck is this shit? Yeah.
Nomás que si me sale con francés, we're screwed.
We're all fucked, yeah.
Yeah, bueno, yo, porque I don't speak French. Pero, yeah. So, how you been? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Andas acá?
Yeah, we're doing awesome. I mean, it's been like, 4 years since we saw each other, no? I mean, I follow you on Instagram and I know what's up with your life, like, regularly.
Nice.
But yeah, like, to meet in person, maybe it was, like, 2021, no?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So, yeah, like, for those of you who don't know me, I'm basically a Mexican YouTuber. And like 4 years ago, I had Snow in my podcast. So now I'm in yours. And so yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
No, you're huge. He's not just a Mexican YouTuber. He's like the Mexican YouTuber. And I think it's dope. You're a YouTuber in general. Like globally, I feel like you've done so much. Like people think like, oh, how does it feel to be doing your dream job? I'm like, my dream job is Luisito's job. Like that is so fucking awesome. You get to go around the world, travel, eat, see things, explore things, learn. That's so awesome. Congratulations for having like the most perfect fucking job ever.
Nah, thank you so much. It means a lot.
No, yeah. Honest. Does it get stressful for you?
I mean, I wouldn't say stressful, but a little bit tiresome at some point. Like, I do like to go back to my home and chill at my home at least for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'd say half of the time I'm home, half of the time I'm like traveling.
Mm-hmm. Because
some travel bloggers, they literally live traveling, you know,
mm-hmm.
and that must be time consuming, like to live out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I imagine since you go on tours a lot and shit, like, isn't it like very bad to live off a suitcase?
Yeah. Pues por eso y lo voy a hablar poquito en español porque luego van a decir, esta mamona tuvo a Luisito en su de este podcast y de repente ya nomás habló inglés. O voy a decirte yo en español.
No, está bien.
Pero, yes. Y por eso es porque me tomé este año, me estás haciendo esa pregunta ahorita.
Sí.
Que por eso me tomé este año como not so much porque, no, güey, sí, te vuelve como... Y luego más porque yo tengo un hijo, you know.
Exacto.
You know, mi hijo acaba de cumplir 15 años, oh my gosh.
15 años. ¿Y le vas a hacer 15 años masculinos o no?
Le pregunté y se hace, ahorita yo no sé, los niños ahorita quiere ser como bien cool, como no me importa mucho nada, quiero así un dinner nomás regular. Y yo, ay, güey, tienes todo el resto de tu vida para hacer un dinner con tus amigos. O sea, ahorita es todo, o sea, vamos a hacer algo. Y no quiere nomás así. Quiere cash, quiere hacer su negocio.
Bueno, eso está bien.
Yeah, él quiere ser reseller.
Bien. Mente de emprendedor, me gusta.
Sí.
Yeah, that's also like many people, well, girls, because quinceañera is more of a girl custom.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be boys and it's all good. But girls mostly nowadays also ask for a trip instead of a party.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like, I want my quinceañera trip.
Yeah. Did you have a quinceañero?
No, of course not. But
do you have sisters, brothers?
I don't. I mean, I have brother, but no sisters.
Oh, okay.
But I was a chambelán once in a friend's quinceañero party.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Like, yeah. So like for you guys that are maybe not familiarized with this, like quince años is a very important part of Hispanic culture. And so every quinceañera, the girl, should have 15 chambelanes, which are like her dancers, right? So I was once.
I know it was 15.
Well, I mean, that's like the traditional number.
Okay.
Some have 2, some have 4, whatever.
Yeah.
So once I was chambelán in one of my friends' parties, and it was good. Like we did a reggaeton choreography, and then we carried her, like.
Yeah.
Tiempo de vals, tiempo para. You know that song,
That's
like.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good experience.
Yeah, yo nunca tuve una quinceañera, pero hace que 2 años fue que tuve tuve un tour que se llamaba The Quince I Never Had. So todas las noches era como mi fake quinceañera.
Okay.
So me subía yo al escenario y me vestía como así como medio que de charro, porque cuando yo tenía 15 años pues era como, no sé, tabú vestirte como me he visto yo, like no les parecía a mi familia, pero ya cuando crecí pues ya pude hacer yo lo que quise, so me vestí al final del show en vestido de quinceañera, pero al principio, I was galán right there. I was the chambelán to myself.
Oh, you were
I was my own
chambelán.
chambelán. Yes, I was both. I was two-spirit, both parts of my myself. But it was dope. I liked it. But speaking of traditions, I mean, tradition, like Mexican tradition, isn't it fucking beautiful?
It is like one of the most beautiful customs that we have. And I would also, I actually want to talk in this podcast. So today that we are filming, guys, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
May 5th.
Yes.
Which, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody, especially in America, because that's mostly where everybody celebrates it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Like, it might be a shocker for some of you, but in Mexico, we really don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Like, it's we don't do it.
Yeah. Pero in Estados Unidos, I don't know. They love it. Which, that's why te pregunté when you first got here. I was like, how is it out there? Porque no he salido hoy. Pero quiero ir a ver, o sea, en el momento que estamos ahorita en política y todo aquí en Estados Unidos, are people celebrating? How is it? Is it how it always has been? Who's out there? Like what is the vibe?
Oof, can you imagine? Maybe some people are like a little nervous about being open about it. I don't know. I don't know. But in the streets, I have seen. Like in the restaurant, Cinco de Mayo promotion and whatever, like that is happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, like me personally, I was born in Puebla, Mexico. And that is the state where the Cinco de Mayo tradition comes from. So in my state, Puebla, we do celebrate it with a big parade and stuff.
Okay.
That's
dope.
Yeah, like the origin of the tradition is that May 5th, back in 1862, I think it was. Maybe you can correct me if someone knows in the chat or whatever. But I think it was 1862 that the French came to Puebla, to Mexico, had a battle, and the Puebla army won. So that's pretty much what they celebrate.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but it's not like the independence or anything like some might think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think in the United States, they as long as they get to drink tequila and eat tacos, they love it. Pero wouldn't that be like more mole? Or like mole, like what are the foods that come from Puebla?
Yeah, like mole. We have a lot of mole. We have another one called semitas, chalupas. But I don't know. I would say the Cinco de Mayo is just like the parade.
Yeah.
And then we have like the whole state fair, in the May month, like the whole month of May.
Oh, that's lit. I need to go to Puebla.
I mean, yeah, it's a cool city. It's a fun city.
Have you been to every state in Mexico?
No. And I should have. Yeah, I should have. But no, I don't know every state.
That's cool. That would be a cool vlog. You go to every single state in Mexico.
I know, right? That would be that would be a cool,
be dope.
Yeah.
I'll go meet you at one of them.
There we go. Yeah, there
Llego por unos tacos yo nomás.
A tragar nomás.
A tragar nomás y me voy. Y voy a tomar también. No, pero that's fucking fire. What's your favorite country you've ever been to?
Like
Can you say one?
Maybe. I mean, I like all of them, to be honest. But one of my top countries that I like to visit often is Japan.
I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, like I go there maybe twice a year, and I've made some friends there and whatever, and
that's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I love it, especially the Tokyo area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big ass city, and I really like it there.
I want to go. That's my girl's dream place to go, and I need to take her because I'll be the best girlfriend ever. So
there we go.
I need to take her to go to Japan.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah,
they said that they're changing the rules, no, para Americans going over there or something like that.
Oh, really?
2026 or something.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe.
So I need to go now. I'm like, let's
go now.
O si no, voy con mi Mexican passport or something.
Exactly.
But
yeah, there are some good relations, Mexico and Japan. So yeah, the Mexican passport there is well received, as far as I know.
Is there places that you're surprised that the Mexico passport is well received?
I mean, Japan would be one of them. I don't know what else to tell you, but but yeah, I have found out that the Mexican passport is actually quite strong. I mean, it's not really a weak passport.
Yeah.
I mean, we do need visa to come here to America, of course. Now we need visa to go to Canada, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I mean, I don't know why, but yeah. I guess the migration there is too big. I don't know.
Yeah, but Canada's been picky with Americans too, though, because there's been times, whenever I'm on tour and then I have to cross over to Canada, they check my whole tour bus. Like, they go in. Like, one time I was in immigration, it's like 6 hours, and you're just waiting there, and you're like, oh my God, are we not going to be able to make it? But yeah. Yeah,
also, like, they have a big migration movement that many Canadians are not happy with, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like, for example, now in Canada, I have some family there. And it's interesting that it's even like a meme that well, I mean a reality that they say sort of that Canada is becoming like India part 2.
Oh shoot.
And there are some calculations. I don't know. I mean, this is all internet data, okay? You go and do your own research. But some data says that if the migration keeps on going like this, in 5 years, half of the population in Canada will be Indian.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and it's even interesting because now in the Ontario area, like if you go say to a Tim Hortons that it's like the Canadian place by excellence, nowadays it's mostly gonna be Indians.
Oh wow.
And many Canadians are not really happy with this. Like I don't know. Yeah. I'm not Canadian, I don't know, but from what I've heard, because something happens that so the rich Indians are coming to Canada and they are buying Tim Hortons, right? They invest, they have money, and then what they do is that they hire their own people only.
Oh, okay.
So now you go to a Tim Hortons and the whole staff is Indian only. At least that's what they say that it's happening. Yeah. There's even a meme that instead of Tim Hortons, it's gonna be Singh Hortons, you know, because Singh is such a common name in India.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I'm not Canadian, I repeat, and you do your own research. But yeah, that's what I've seen that's happening there.
Is that kind of what's happening in the whole world, though? Because I feel like every country is getting like different, like there's like migration from like different places, and everybody seems to not be happy about everything shuffling. But at the end of the day, it seems like everything's fucking shuffling. Like, I don't know. Because when we were in Tulum, it seems like Argentinians found out about Tulum, and it is Argentina. Yeah. Like every Argentinian owns everything, and then so I don't know. It's de todo.
Yeah, I know, and I think it's part of the beauty of mixing cultures and mixing people, and I don't know, like America, for example. America is a country of migrants. Like you cannot argue with that, and I don't know. I think it's just the way it's gonna go, no, eventually. Yeah. Like, do you imagine if all of our languages mixed? And at the end, like in 200 years, we're going to be speaking a weird language like... Yeah. Maybe, no?
Yeah. Well, I mean, how close are we? Probably not that close.
Not that close, really. But yeah. But for example, now we have Spanglish.
Sí.
We have Portuñol, you know, Portuguese and Spanish.
Okay.
When you go to India, you learn about the Hinglish, that it's Hindi English.
Wow.
You know, like all these mixes are happening.
I need to travel because you're smart as fuck.
I mean, I don't know, but I've seen many places.
Did you always want to do that?
Not really. No, to be honest, no.
No.
No, I just found out maybe like 10 years ago that I like doing it. But before that, I was like, I didn't really care, you know? Mm-hmm. I used to go to places and just see them and whatever, but I didn't really care about the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me like until I was like maybe 25 that I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do you what's your favorite thing about traveling? Like, is it the food? Is it the people? Do you make community friends where you go?
Yeah, I guess that, like you know what I find like especially interesting? from some years to now, like the languages, like I don't know, that always seems to amaze me, and the different alphabets and the different, and how have languages survived generations, and many have died, many languages. So yeah, that and always the food, right?
Yeah. What's your favorite food?
Well, Mexican, of course, because, well, I'm from there, and I do believe that it's very varied. And Peruvian food I really love also. Yeah,
like
Peruvian food. Yeah, that's the bomb, no?
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know. I like all types of food. Except, for example, sometimes I say, I like Chinese food, Japanese food. But then I realize that what I really like is the most friendly version of those cuisines. Like when you have actual Chinese food, you're like, oh damn, like this is too much, like I mean, at least for me, like I don't know, have you been like to a Chinese 7-Eleven or whatever, like they sell you like the chicken breasts or whatever, like in plastic, and people eat them dry like that, like they like that.
Oh wow.
Just to give you an example.
Oh wow. No, I guess we're eating like Americanized.
Oh yeah, like the most popular Chinese food and the fried rice and whatever, that's lit and bomb and awesome. But the more authentic that it gets, in my taste at least, is a little bit like whoa.
What's some whoa food that's Mexican that you're like whoa?
Oh, for example, whoa food that is Mexican, I would say like the whole escamoles, chapulines, like the bugs, the insects. That always scares the
you
foreigners
haven't eaten
away.
or you do?
No, I do eat them, and I actually like them.
Yeah.
But when I have like some friends that are from outside, they're always like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Like, I wanted some tacos, not some crickets.
Right. The crickets are pretty good. You ate them the last time we were there.
I ate them. There was a guy selling them right outside of the gas station, and he was like, son chapulines, nada más le pone limón y sal y ya están buenos. Like, you have more protein in that than anything.
Yeah, they were good.
Also, like,
it was cool.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah.
A difficult one for foreigners is also pulque. This drink.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I understand. Like the consistency is a little vomity. It's It is, no?
God,
we cannot deny that. I mean, I love pulque. I chug that shit like it was water. Like, I love pulque. But for sure, for a foreigner, it's weird because the consistency is like gooey.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of myths around it. Like, one of the strongest myths is that they distill it with shit, like animal shit. Like
really?
I mean that's one of the myths, right?
I'm dead. That's
a little suspect.
There it is. There's the pulque. Look at that.
Yeah, it's looking a little.
Maybe it's a myth,
a little troubling.
But some farmers have told me, like, yeah, here in my farm or whatever, we put a little bowl of like cow shit and it distills and it does its magic.
Wait, what? They put...
It's fermented.
Oh, ferment. Sorry. Ferment. That's the word. Yeah, like to ferment it.
So that's why they made that. Some bacteria to ferment it.
Exactly. You need bacteria to make the fungus and to, get you drunk.
Okay. Well, then does it have any like other properties like hallucinogen or psychedelic, anything? I mean, it's just straight up.
I don't think so.
Well, like, supposed to lift your spirits and stuff like that. It's kind of
it's like pretty Hispanic drinks. I don't know, but
yeah. Right, yeah, because it was like pulque and like mole. Like, what are the oldest foods and drinks from Mexico? It was
I would say
stuff.
like that stuff. Yeah, or like the Mayan.
Who was the person that threw a little poop in there and was like, "Hey, this lit." So it was like, what we need? Esto.
Right out of there. Órale.
And Luisito's like, you know what I like? Pulque. No,
and I'll chug that shit. Like, I really like it.
Pulque.
Yeah, but I understand when I give it to foreign friends and they don't like it, and I understand.
But what's the difference of litness between that and, for example, drinking alcohol? Like, is there a difference, or you're just?
I mean, I guess the taste. I guess the consistency.
So the selling point is the consistency.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, and also because most of the times drinking pulque is a very special experience. It's very authentic. Like most of the times, like you go to a pulqueria that is an actual place that only sells pulque, and they tell you like, oh yeah, we make our own flavors and we like. There's no correct me please, but in my knowledge, there's no branded pulque.
Yeah.
Like there's no, pulque, like a brand, it's not capitalized yet.
Yeah.
Like it's all, you always drink it from the distributor, like from the producer, sorry, yeah.
Which is awesome. Is
It's
there
pretty
any
awesome,
industries that are still, like, for the most part, still
Very
left
few.
alone? There's very few, right?
Yeah, very few. Sotol used to be one of them, but now it's been capitalized because people are liking it. Sotol is this drink like from the middle Mexico up. Sort of like tequila, mezcal-ish taste. Very strong, very strong. And now it's being commercialized.
Oh, wow.
Lenny Kravitz has a brand of Sotol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. To give you an example.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, Lenny Kravitz been ahead of the game. Yo,
Yeah,
that's baddest.
exactly. I had the opportunity of meeting Lenny Kravitz the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm dead. Do you still get surprised when you meet, like, famous people and stuff?
I mean, yeah, of course, it's always nice. But that in particular wasn't a very nice experience.
Oh.
I mean, it's not Lenny's fault. I mean, he's just working or whatever, right? And I understand, like, he's an artist and he needs to take care of his voice. But what happened is that, so pretty much some partners that I have had an event with Lenny Kravitz, right? So they were like, hey, if you want to come hang out or whatever, come. And I was like, yeah. So the place was in the venue that they rented was a smoke room. It was like a smoke salon. So it's where people, like, I don't know, like fancy people in Mexico City.
Yeah.
They go and they smoke a cigar, and that's what's it. So I arrived early. Like there was maybe 3 people there. And all of the staff was like so stressed out because they were like, fuck. Turns out that Lenny hates smoke and tobacco smell. And nobody thought about it.
About asking him?
So then the room smelled like cigarette, right? So everybody was like opening windows and da. And so everything good. So then Lenny arrives, right? And he's working, of course. I mean, maybe this was his 3rd event of the day. So he wasn't especially like Mary Poppins, He wasn't like, hey, everybody. He was just like, hey, guys. Like being mysterious and sexy like Lenny Kravitz always is, Hey guys, so I'm in Mexico City doing my tour, and he talks like this, right? He talks like in a low level. Hey Lenny, I'm a big fan. Oh my brother, that's so cool, man. I'm so glad that you enjoy the music, Like this is his voice, right? And it's so sexy. Cool. So then I say hi, yeah, all good, right? And then he's maybe like in that distance, right? Like maybe 10 meters, like 30 feet. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm next to a window. I'm gonna light a cigarette, right? And so I'm talking to some friends. And I tell you, it's like maybe this distance. It's a good distance. And then someone from the teams comes like, you need to get out of here. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah. There's no chance that smoke can be close to Lenny. And I'm like, what? This dude is a rock star. Like, all of my perspective changed, I was like, I don't know, this dude is a rock star. And they were like, no. He really hates smoke. Either you get the fuck out of here or you turn off your cigarette. And I was like, no, I just turned off my cigarette. Like, chill. Everybody chill. But yeah, it was like this kind of encounter,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not Lenny's fault.
Yeah.
He was just working there and he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, somebody should have checked. Why did they do it?
But the whole experience was a little like, meh, like,
Yeah, you would think that those type of things get checked on by whoever the fuck is throwing the event. If the event was for him?
Yeah, it was like, so he has some partners in Mexico. So they were doing like, I don't know, like a let's meet and let's talk business, whatever,
Okay.
It was like a small event, maybe 40 people, 30 people. But yeah, that was.
I mean, I feel him though. Like my voice, you hear it's raspy all the time. You do start to. I think sometimes people think that the backstage of like a rapper show, you're gonna smoke a lot, and I can't. But we drink.
No, and I mean, like he's what, like 60 something? I don't know. Of course he's.
Why did I forget how old he was?
No, but what I'm saying is that if he's still singing on the regular, and as you get older, you need to take care of your voice and whatever, Like, I understand it fully.
I mean, he got the baddest one in the game in her prime.
Oh, I was supposed to say not anymore, but
No. He did though in her prime. Like, come on, show Lenny Kravitz and
no. Lenny Kravitz, it's still
Lisa Bonet.
No, he's still pretty boneable. Like yeah.
Okay, nice. Yo, this guy called Lenny Kravitz sexy like 4 different times and now boneable. Like, okay, you had to pull up the hat picture.
Oh, I don't know.
Go up to.
There we go. Or
And
Lenny
she still
Kravitz
is too.
shirtless.
she still looks good.
Shirtless. He's like, no, let's get to the good stuff here. Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Period.
Man. Yeah.
Come
Period.
on.
Period. Yeah.
Like,
period.
look at that couple. Look at their baby, and he's still going, rocking out,
I mean,
looking
yeah.
sexy as ever.
Exactly,
You said.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's fucking dope though.
But yeah, let's stop talking about penises. Let's change subjects.
Okay.
No one was talking about that.
I'm sorry to have brought the conversation of penises up. That or pulque's consistency. I did not bring up any of that.
It was all me.
Well, shit. But yeah, it's fucking Cinco de Mayo, man. Are you like, we gotta figure it out. Like, what are you doing? Are you going to sleep early today? Are you turning up? Have you turned up? What do you do?
Me personally, today I'm probably gonna sleep because.
Oh yeah, you have an event.
Yeah, and tomorrow we have to start early and whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
But what do you do? What does Luisito do when you go to a new country?
Oh, like generally, you say.
Generally.
I mean, what I do first, like I would say, it depends if I go filming or just vacationing.
Mm-hmm.
If I go vacationing, then I mean, let's do whatever, you know. But if I go filming and working, what I tend to do is the first 2 days, I take a time, you know, without filming, like to sort of talk with the people, see what's up, like in the streets, see what's the vibe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then start filming, you know, as it goes. And I'd say like one of the best ways to sort of like get a hang of the countries is going either to a street market, to street food vendors, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to get like really the vibe of the city that you're at or the country that you're at.
Have you ever been doing that and you felt a little unsafe, or?
I mean, yeah, of course, it always happens. Like, it always happens. Like, sometimes you feel like from minute one, like, oh, this is a little unsafe, or from minute one you realize, oh, us, I don't know, foreigners are not really welcomed here. You know, like it always happens.
What do you do to combat that? Like, do you still kind of like, do you take precautions, or do you be like, has there ever been a time where you're like, you know what, let's just not?
So,
or do you stick through the mission?
No, I mostly stick to the mission, and I request changes that can make this possible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to give you an example, once I went traveling to Belize, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a really nice country. Like, the people there are friendly. It's really nice. But one of the things that you realize when you are in Belize is that the cultural division, like the ethnicity division, let's call it, and this could be a sensitive subject, but let's not make it. Let's just say it as it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's very visible, you know, like because there you have a lot of Afro-American community, and you have a lot of Mexican Guatemalan community. So that's where the line really, really draws. Like it's not the same to go to the African American areas than to go to the Mexican Guatemalan areas. It's even different language. Like the Mexican Guatemalans, they speak Spanish, you know, and the Afro Americans, they speak pitch English, you know, like English mixed, you know, like like their own mix of Creole English, right? It is what it is. So then, as I realized this, I realized that every time we went into the African American sites, let's call it, because it is what it is, like in automatic, you're not welcome. Like you can feel it, and you take out a camera, and they're like, "Fuck you!" Like no cameras. Like it's a. So then, when I realized that, I was like, I need to get myself an African American guide. So then, from the rest of the trip, I was with a Mexican guide and with an African American guide. So then we could sort of like go anywhere and talk to people, you know.
Yeah.
And this happens in many places, to be honest. But I guess it's just it's always finding the right connection, you know, that can take you to the place that you want to get to, right? You want to go to I don't know, dangerous neighborhood, whatever. I mean, you don't go alone. You're not going to be welcome.
Yeah.
But if you find a local that takes you and talks to you and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, I would say in short, the thing that I do is find local connections that can take me to what I want to talk, document, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Some sort of community and everything. That's really fucking dope. I feel like for me, and obviously and good thing that you said, it could be a sensitive subject, but let's not make it. Let's just talk facts. It's like true because as a woman, for example, me being a queer woman, right? There's places that are not okay with queer people. Like, so you have to admit it to yourself that you know when you're visiting or when you're going there what you're signing up for, because that's what it just fucking is, right, babe? Like, we've talked about like certain places that we might want to go or certain places that we're like, okay, we would have to stay in the tourist area, because if we don't, we literally could, you know, like,
no, yeah,
it's true in the world.
No, and that sucks because like in your case, I'm thinking that maybe you think 3-4 times about going into an Islamic country, right? Because you're like, shit, like me being there in many countries, and this is very sad, but it's real. In many countries, up to this day, it's a death sentence just for being gay, you know, like being homosexual. It's, oh, you're homosexual, kill him. I mean, and it's, and all of the people are like, yeah, kill that. I mean, that's the worst part. It's not that the law says it, it's that the society agrees with it. You know, and that's what always shocks me. Like, oh, dude, like, you seem to be cool, and now you're asking for someone to be hanged just because he likes another dude, you know? Like, what the fuck, you know? No, really, like, it's
like, let everybody take a shot. Everybody take a shot when Luisito brings up something gay on this podcast. At home. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. No, but yeah, it is very true.
No, but it happens, like,
and
for
then
example,
tattoos. And then it's like,
tattoos also?
you have tattoos. You're gay.
Right. Yeah,
you're masculine with a hat on. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's it. Me van a matar a la verga, but fuck it.
Like, I don't know. Have you visited maybe territories like, let's say the UAE? You know, like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, whatever. Or no?
No, I have not traveled as much as you. And I like your shirt. I just noticed your shirt.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's so cute.
Cute
I like
cats.
it.
Yeah, like for example,
no, I haven't yet. But
I'd say, I mean, I don't mean the whole country, the UAE. You know, like the United Arab Emirates. But I'd say that Dubai in particular, it's one of the most open Islamic territories that there is, like, in my opinion. Also, like, to get a good glimpse, a good taste of like Islamic culture on the surface, I'd say, for example, Istanbul in Turkey. Also, it's Islamic, but it's so friendly, you know, like, it's so friendly. And also, like, in the Middle East, you know which city is like gay that you don't expect it? Tel Aviv in Israel.
Really?
Yeah, they have a massive gay parade and everything. Yeah, it's and you don't expect it. Like, you're like, I'm in the Middle East.
Yeah.
But no, they're quite open about it.
That's dope.
Yeah, I find it quite interesting. That could be a territory that you could.
You're like, go be gay in Istanbul.
I know, and I know Israel is not Islamic. I'm not an ignorant, but but I'm saying like the Middle Eastern area.
Yeah. I mean, I want to, like I told you this year, the reason I'm not touring is because I did want to travel, and I have been traveling, but I've been going, honestly, I also just been loving going to Mexico, which is why.
You travel to one place and you end up in Mexico.
Yeah, like I'll go here and then I'll just fly over to Mexico, and then I'll go over there and then I'll just fly over to Mexico. We went to Dominican Republic because she's Dominican, and we went to go visit her family and everything, and getting so to know. Cool. And yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I feel like the whole world. I want to explore it. I want to take my son. The thing is that I'm not getting him into travel right now. Like, because he doesn't want to do anything. How do you convince someone to like to travel?
That's hard, no? Yeah. And also because your son is in a very difficult age, no?
Yeah.
Like when you're 15, 16, you're like, nah, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too cool for me.
No? Yeah.
I'm just lame mom. Yeah, that's who I am.
Nah, you must be like the coolest mom ever.
I think the more I try to be cool with him, the more he thinks I'm just lame.
Nah, how like, can Snow the product be your mom and you're like, that's lame? No way.
I think he still, like, he appreciates me and everything. I just feel like he just wants to find he wants to be his own entity. Yeah. So, you know,
he just
it's
wants
cool.
to be Drew. He doesn't want to be like Drew Snow the Product's son.
Yeah,
of course,
which is good. I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So we've been doing competitions lately. Like we just compete against each other and we do punishments. And it's been pretty fun. He's been losing all of them.
Like what kind of competitions?
I'm like, if he thinks I'm not cool, I'm gonna beat him at everything.
Making pizzas. We've done
cake decorating.
A lot of cooking because he's actually a really good cook.
Oh, cool.
So we make like these like cooking competitions, and he gets really competitive. Him and his mom just stay like just getting at each other during the competitions, and it's really funny.
Usually she wins.
I end up winning all of them, but watching them go against each other is fun. I'm just joking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's good. That's a cool activity.
Yo tengo ADHD, so like I'm not good in the kitchen at all. Like everything.
She's very chaotic. She's like, she'll start doing something and then go and do something else and forget that she's doing the other thing and come running like later. Oh my God, I forgot this. And it's
you don't have ADHD?
Do I have ADHD? No, but not that I know of.
Really? I'm like, really?
Right now, I just got distracted because I thought you were asking her. But
I do not have ADHD.
She does not.
But not that I know of. But maybe. I mean, I do have some. I guess everybody gets a little distracted sometimes, but not diagnosed like as such. Yeah.
How are you so good at like? Because you stay busy. You're busy as fuck. You stay so upbeat, like.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I want to learn from you. That's cool.
I mean, you're also busy as fuck, but I mean, I guess the magic of it is also to, what's the word? Delegar in English.
Delegate.
Like to delegate. Yeah, I guess. To delegate responsibilities.
Okay.
You know, so say that you're starting any other business, whatever. Like in your case, this podcast, like. Okay, you're here, but he's the one filming. He's the one probably editing, you know, and blah blah blah. So
so you're able to just
that's delegating.
Yeah, nice. I just need to do a little better job at delegating. I think, right? And then I need to get my ass in the fucking studio still because I haven't dropped very much music.
Like you would say that you have to be in charge like all the time?
No, I just forget to delegate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like I'll bring someone on and I'll be like, you're gonna help me with this, and they're like, okay, cool, I'll be waiting for your email. And I'm like, and then 3 months later I'm like, fuck, I never sent them that email. They invoiced me all 3 months. But I forgot to fucking tell them what to do. I'm like, damn, what do I do
mean
now?
Yeah, that can happen to anyone, to be honest. Yeah, that happens. Yeah,
you don't see it till the end of the year. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but I guess you have your whole team pretty much set up, no? Like you must have like your sales representative, your dates like tour dates representative, whatever, no? Or yeah or no?
I think so. I don't know, man. But, you know, let's get back to your travels.
No, you know what I would like to talk about, like here in the area that I came to visit Snow. I was pretty amazed that I had never seen horses in Los Angeles.
Really?
In all this area of the city, I don't know, I saw like 4 horses on my way here.
Yeah, everybody has horses.
And I saw that here you have like chickens and goats and stuff.
Yeah, I have chickens, goats, I have dogs. I have, like the neighborhood has donkeys, llamas, horses. I could swear I keep hearing a cow, but everybody says they don't have a cow. I think I hear a cow. But yeah,
it's your mind telling you to get a cow.
No, it's like I hear this one noise. I don't know, but the peacocks are crazy. The peacocks are everywhere. Yeah. Like a lot of peacocks around here. Nobody even owns. They just are around here.
Oh, they're just around.
So you're just driving and like you'll just be zooming, listening to some rap music, and then you like stop because there's peacocks right there.
A peacock.
I know.
Oh, that is so cool. And what about like from the chickens? Do you eat their eggs or no?
Yeah.
Cool.
We just had a chicken that passed away because it was trying to give birth to the biggest egg ever. That's so sad. Sorry, that took a super sad turn.
How big would it be?
Like, it was for Easter, so she was really trying to show out. R.I.P. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, it was that big?
No, not this.
Not but like a big egg. Yeah.
You know, tried to help her out, but R.I.P. chicken. But yeah, I mean, having a farm, honestly, like you would think it's like, you know, I think I want to be very... you know, plants and gardening and animals and just be very like wholesome, but it's very stressful, right? It's like, it's its own thing. So I think
because I imagine that it must be like really, it must bum you out really bad that you wake up one day and oh damn, a chicken died of cold, like it froze to death. I don't know if that happened to you yet, but it will happen someday, no? Like
of coldness.
Yeah, maybe the chicken was cold and
we have a heater on them.
I mean, but I don't know. Animals can die of many things. So
like an egg being stuck in his butt?
For example, that.
Yeah, the chickens die for more random reasons. Like it'll just, like one time there was just one laying on the ground, and at that point you can't figure out exactly what made it die. Well, I don't think it was the cold, but or they just disappear, or you see a pile of feathers.
Yeah, there's coyotes.
No, the freaking coyotes, we're always trying to protect all of our animals from like hawks and coyotes and just everything. It's a battlefield here, man, and we're just trying to keep it together.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever had a farm? You're from Puebla. How'd you grow up?
Not a farm per se, but I did have a chicken once.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, like her name was Rusty. As in rostizado,
I was just gonna say like rotisserie.
Yeah. That was the main thing, and I don't know, like I was never sensitive about it. Like it was a pet, it grew, and then we ate it, and I don't know. That's what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Like
you ate it?
Yeah. Like I don't know. I guess like I had an uncle. Exactly, rostizaron a rosti. I had an uncle that had like a small farm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, can I have a chicken? And he was like, yeah, raise the chicken. And my mom told me from the beginning, like, oh, we're eventually going to eat her. And I was like, God. Okay, yeah. So then, yeah, she was like the pet. But then eventually we did eat it. And
so you weren't emotionally like...
Not really. I wasn't really emotionally attached.
You knew. You were like, one day we're going to eat you,
Yeah, like I knew from the beginning, like...
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I've wondered, people ask me if I would eat my chickens. And I'm like... I don't think so, but like I guess if you at some point shift your mind and you're like, I have to feed my family.
Yeah.
This is what
How do you decide what day is the day?
What day?
How did you eat rosti?
I mean, I was pretty young. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember that our mom asked, like my brother and me. She asked us like, so what do you think? Is she fat enough? And we were like, yeah. So she was like, okay, so go to school, and when you come back, it's gonna be cooked. And said and done. We went to school, and then we came back, and it was a delicious meal waiting for us. Like the lady that helped us in the house, she killed the chicken. She did the whole thing. Yeah, like she's from a rural area, so she knows the whole thing about taking out the feathers and whatever. And yeah, that's the story of Rusty.
We've talked about that in this ranch. Like, if things were to go down in the government and we lock this bitch down and we gotta eat, we're like, who's taking what jobs? Who's gonna, when we really get to that point, which one of us? And Yayo has said he will.
Nice.
And then if something happens to we pretty much, have you ever watched Walking Dead?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
we think in Walking Dead terms. If something was to go down, we're like, okay, we are a community here. It starts to sound like a cult. We're like, all right, guys, who's taking these services here? No, but yeah, you have to.
So you would kill the chickens? You would be okay with that?
Yeah, because, well, I've gone to, nací en Nueva York. Entonces había una granja a donde mi mamá iba para comprar pollo.
Sí.
Entonces ellos decían, oh, ¿cuál te gusta? Me gusta esta y esta. Oh, y la sacaban de la jaula y la mamá la hacían ahí alante de tu cara. And I'm like, okay, so that's how you do it. So, I mean.
Pues sí, es lo que es, ¿no? Yo creo que es también importante.
Además, cuando tienes hambre.
Pues sí.
Por eso me porto bien, porque te tengo miedo. I'm like, what the hell?
Sí.
I'm like...
Y yo creo que es importante enseñarle a los niños eso, ¿no? I mean, I think it's important to show kids this, in my opinion, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, in my opinion, it's not cool that you give your son McNuggets, but he doesn't know where they come from, no?
Right.
Like, oh, it's a secret. No, I mean, he should know, like, it's a chicken that suffered and then was grounded, like grinded, and then you eat it fried, like... At least that's how I think. Like, we should all know what we're eating, no?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I do think it would probably make people a lot more conscious about the way that we waste or spend our money or whatever. Also, if we were really, aware, like, this is an animal. Like, indigenous people were always celebrated the animal that they were going to eat. But it became so consumerism to just be like, whatever, kill a bunch of them and just throw them in. It becomes very like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah.
But you're right. I think it would, because Baby Drew asked me the other day, what did he ask about chicken wings? He's like, how are we sure that they're chicken wings? He's like, they're chicken wings.
Yeah, he was like, that's not the wing. He was saying that the wing of the chicken was not the actual chicken.
That's pretty smart, actually.
He thought it was the breast.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, it's the actual wing, but under all the feathers, that's how it looks.
Yeah. So. But sometimes in chicken wings, you do get the thigh, right? Mm-hmm. And he's smart about it there. Like, that's not a wing.
Well, you got a little bit of the wing. You got a little bit of
the leg, you know,
the
like
shoulder or something. Because the thigh would be, you would get the chicken foot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so it's the bicep.
The bicep. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
So it's this. Oh, so they just got huge forearms. Their forearms are.
That was a muscular chicken. Eh? Right. Look at that. Fit.
For real. Because this is the forearm, and then so this would be the hand. The tendon
so
part is the hand.
The chicken wing is like that.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, like this, no? Uh-huh.
And what part of Rusty did you eat?
I think the thigh, because that's always been my favorite part of the
chickens.
Me too. I like that. Chicken thighs.
Yeah, right. Me too. And do you like the chicken skin or no?
Yeah.
Me too. I do like the skin, like fried.
Yeah, it has.
Oof, I love it.
I don't like it when it gets like soggy. I take it off when it's
soggy. Okay, you like it more crispy.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
Basic stuff, yeah. I can cook.
What's your favorite? Like, what's the weirdest thing you've ate?
That I've cooked? Or that I ate in general?
Top three, because I'm sure you have a few.
I mean, I'd say a bunch of things, but one that comes to mind now, you know, like in Eastern Asia, like in many countries, they eat the egg, you know, but they let the baby bird,
like balut,
balut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they call it. I think in Cambodia, Philippines. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many countries have this?
Oh my gosh.
And so they let the chicken grow pretty much. Oh yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. So then they boil it a little bit, and then when you open it, exactly. Yes, very good image, eh?
And you like it?
Nice.
Oh my god.
nice way to get us demonetized.
You know, blur that out. Blur that.
But yeah, and then you chew it, and it's like you can even feel the little bones, even the feathers. Yeah, like it's But they say that it's very high on protein and whatever. I mean, I guess it is.
As it grows, there's more protein. Like, what's the difference between an egg and once it?
I don't know, to be honest. But
is that one of those things that like you ate and you were like, okay, I knew it,
okay,
and you were like,
okay, and this is weird, Like, yeah, maybe that's one of the top three, no doubt.
What are the other two?
Maybe like I don't know. I'm just thinking. Oh yeah, yes. Last year I went to make a video about the street food in Vietnam. And I would say the Vietnam game, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, like their street food game is in another level, like in my experience. And there in one place, I remember they gave me like the deluxe snake experience, that they kill the snake in front of you. Mm-hmm. So then they make like a broth out of like the meat, like from the middle, and then the tail, whatever. Well, but the most important part, the most interesting part for me was that what's the word for bilis in English? I don't know, like the stomach fluids.
Oh, bile?
Bile. Yeah, that must be the word, bile. Yeah. So then they take out the bile of the snake, which is green, like literally green. And then they mix it with whichever alcohol. It can be rum, vodka, whatever. And then you get to experience a shot of the bile of the snake. And it doesn't taste good. It's like it's like when you're very hungover, and then you wake up and the first thing you need to do is throw up.
That's how it tastes.
But then you don't have anything in your stomach, so you sort of throw up like your own fluids with vodka from last night. That's the taste. Like that's the...
Ew.
Respectfully to our Vietnamese friends, okay? Like but we do need to admit it doesn't taste good. Like it's
do you think, I mean, and I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but do you think that throughout the world, most random things that are invented is probably men, just their egos, like being like, guess what I'm gonna do, and then they just keep on trying to one up each other.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna mix this bile with vodka. Is that kind of?
Yeah,
it kind of be looking like that, right?
I'd say it is. Yeah, like I'd say it is. Yeah, like most of the time it's just challenging, you know. You know, like in Mexico with the mezcal, we tend to drink the worm that is like on the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
That's also like a challenge, no? Like,
yeah.
oh, I can drink this. And blah, blah,
I did it. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you don't like it?
It was just like, oh, why?
Me personally, I love it.
Yeah, como, pero you chew it or you te lo pasaste
like,
así?
No, you chew it a little bit. So you chew it a little bit, and there's a lot of alcohol in the worm. They say that it gets you really drunk.
Yeah,
they say. I don't know.
I mean, probably because I got pretty fucked up, but I don't know if it was also just all the alcohol leading to the worm.
The whole bottle.
I drank the whole bottle
Before that.
Have you ever ate a scorpion?
Scorpion? Yes.
I figured you had. I did it in Mexico City, but I mean, I did it at like a nice little restaurant as a challenge or whatever. But bugs taste like bug. Like they don't taste like much,
I mean, it's not bad. In my opinion, the bugs are like, for example, the scorpions. When you have to chew the
juicy part.
This? No, like the hands. How do you call them? The
claws.
The claws. Or when you have to chew the tail, you know where the sting is. Stinger.
Does it pop?
No, but it's like hard. Like it even can get stuck in your, like in your wisdom tooth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, that would be a little off to me. But the flavor in per se, it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, for example, have you been to Durango in Mexico?
Not yet.
Me, I was there once. I cannot really say that I know a lot of Durango.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I noticed was that there, the whole scorpion consumption is it's normal. You even go to the Oxxo, like the Mexican 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And they sell them by bags, like, oh, take your scorpions to home, and
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a very Durango thing.
I need to go and see that. That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
You're a Scorpio. What sign are you?
Yo soy Pisces.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces.
Tú eres Cáncer.
A lot of water.
Water signs.
¿Y crees en los signos o no?
Sí. Siento como que me identifico. Everybody around here, what signs are y'all? Do y'all believe in your signs?
Tú más o menos, ¿no?
I don't believe.
He doesn't believe, but he believes in speaking about it to get laid. He's good at it. Like he be sending texts at 11:11 just to send coincidences, Like sneaky. He's sneaky.
I'm dead. He's like, wow. I'm dead. And you? Sign? Sí, ¿qué signo eres? Sí, okay, nice.
O sea, sí crees
my guy
tú,
over
sí.
there. What sign are you? ¿Qué signo eres? Aries, okay, nice. Everybody else, anybody signs? Aquarius, okay.
And you believe or no? Yeah. Cool.
What are you again? Pisces. Okay, so y'all are Pisces. Okay, there you go. Every time I meet a Pisces, I think I only know one Pisces, but no, I know. Okay, now I know.
Now
Pisces.
Now you know two.
Good.
Yeah. There we go.
My sister's a Pisces too.
Okay, nice. I'm scared of her. No, I'm
My
just
mom's a Capricorn.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I'm a Cancer, Gemini moon, and what is it? Capricorn rising.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know exactly what all that means. But every time that I tell a girl that, they'll be like, whoa. And I'm like, and they'll be like, ooh. As soon as I mention Gemini moon, they're like, ooh. But we don't have to talk about that anymore. I'm happily in a relationship and I will not be talking to any girls.
Exactly.
Period.
Yes.
That was a great answer.
Right, thank you.
Smart answer.
But my guy over here with the 11:11 text, that's some. So you don't believe in it?
I don't believe in it personally, but it has happened to me back when I was single. That, for example, this one time I went out with this girl that she was apparently a big believer. Mm-hmm. And then in the middle of dinner, we were like talking about this and she was like, what's your sign? I was like, Pisces. What's the...
Yeah, Pisces.
Right? And then she was like, oh, I promised myself that I would never get involved with a Pisces again. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I still paying for dinner or what the fuck? Like what's going on after this, right? And then we stopped talking eventually, but it always amazes me like how some people can just like trust in that so much that they're like, oh, you're this, I block you completely like from now on, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, like I'm not a believer, I repeat.
Yeah. I mean, I've met Pisces. Yeah, cool. Water signs, I like water signs. I think we're always cool.
It's like Pokemon, sort of.
Yeah.
Like we have to be compatible.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, otherwise, if you're a Charizard and you meet a Squirtle, like you're
that's not gonna end good. Not gonna end good.
Out there. No, yeah. But I mean, you don't fucking believe in signs. I was gonna say, do you have anything at all that you think like identifies you as a Pisces? Like, have you heard anything that you're like, all right, maybe that?
I mean, not really. To be honest, I wouldn't even know. I mean, I know that it's a water sign. I know that
emotional. Are you emotional?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I'm an emotional dude. Yeah, of course.
You don't mind crying?
I don't mind crying. No.
Oh, nice.
I cry. I mean, I wouldn't say often, but when I have to cry, I cry. Yeah.
Nice.
Has there been a movie that makes you cry?
Of course, yeah. In movies, I cry all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I'm a sensitive dude in that aspect. Like, do you remember this old movie called Pay It Forward?
Yeah.
With Haley Joel Osment, the kid from Sixth Sense and whatever. I remember that movie made me cry.
I think you're about to cry right now.
Yeah, I'm about to. Very beautiful.
I'm like, the way the light's hitting your eyes, I'm like, I think this guy's about to cry.
Watery eyes.
Yeah, when he got stabbed or what?
Yeah.
Exactly. When he gets stabbed, exactly that part.
Why? Like, as guys, I've always wondered, like, because dudes probably also like internalize like movies different. I don't know. My brother's very like tough guy. I don't think I've seen you cry. I don't know, but you are an emotional guy. I just, don't really ever see it. But it's like, what was it like? Oh, the poor kid, like he got his, like,
I don't know. Like you feel bad for the poor guy. Like he was trying to make it right, and then, and for example, sometimes I cry even, like for silly things like a sunset or whatever,
Oh,
wow.
Like sometimes, like
you are a Pisces.
Maybe I had like an emotional day or whatever. And then at the end of the day, I'm looking at the sunset and I'm like, oh, another day that goes by. I'm so thankful. Like that happens,
That's nice.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Would you guys ever be able to cry for a strong woman lead movie?
Strong, like, for example,
the feminist in me is like, how about a strong lead woman, huh? No,
I guess,
like a movie, yeah, like, like that one movie. What was it?
Character.
Yeah.
Like a main character could be a woman.
Well, yeah, of course.
When things go bad for them?
Of course, yeah, no doubt. I mean,
my brother's a little more reluctant. He's like,
well, yeah, I don't cry in movies that much. So.
Oh, really? You don't cry in movies?
No.
What's the last movie you cried?
Probably Click.
Oh, Adam
That's
Sandler.
the only movie. That's the only movie that'll get me.
Why? Because time's just going by.
Yeah, when it's going forward.
That is true.
Like,
yeah, that is true, eh?
Got a little goosebumps right now. So.
Aww. Do you ever feel that? Like, because your life is moving so fast. Like,
no, all the time, man. Like, always thinking about time. It's, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's profound. It's a little heartbreaking, but it has to happen. Like, I don't know. And it's always something simple. Like, say, last time we met 4 years ago. Like, you start thinking about, like, all the things that have gone by in 4 years. And all the things that you still haven't done in 4 years that you want to do. And I don't know, always the passage of time is it's a strong feeling. Wouldn't you agree?
No, absolutely. I feel like with me, like, when I'm really busy, I feel like time's going by so much. Oh, my God. But then when I'm like less busy, I feel like, oh my God, time's going by and I'm not doing anything. It's like, I feel like no matter what, like the busier I get, the more that I think I'm missing things because I'm so busy. And when I have a lot of time, I'm like, damn, the things I'm not doing. So I'm like, time, no matter what, is just fucking going by. And it's just, and it feels like it goes faster the older you get. The more that you're just like, oh my God, what the and then once you have kids and you look at them and you're like, you're 15 now.
Yes.
And you're like, I remember being your age. And now you're like, what the fuck? And then you look at your parents and you're like, I remember. And then you're kind of like with your parents, like, oh my God, you were this age when I was that age and I was acting like that and I get it. And now you're just in this circle, like, what the fuck?
Yes.
And you almost, by the time you finally get it, you wish you could go back to tell yourself, like, look at what you're going to see.
Yes.
And it's just, and now I'm explaining it to my son and he doesn't get it. I'm like,
No, and exactly that's something that you in particular can experience because you're a mom, and damn, that must be rough. Like thinking about,
like sucks to be you.
No, nah, not at all.
No, I'm joking.
No, rough in a beautiful way. Like to say like, I used to have you like this. You were just like a little peanut, and now you're a full grown ass guy. Replying rudely to me, you know, that's what
wanting to drive my car. He wants my car. I'm just like, it's a. I feel like parenthood is insane. Being a mom, like I feel like I've lived all these lives. So sometimes, like I told you, when the passage of time is like sometimes you want to slow it down and just take a break, but then sometimes you're just like, I have so much to do, and if 4 years passes by like this, the next 4 years is gonna pass by. So it makes you want to do even more. So you're just like. Constantly, I don't know. Are you a morning person?
I'm a morning dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too.
Full on. Oh, you too? That's cool.
Yeah. Like even if I party or whatever I do, I mean, I'm sure my girl can say she doesn't necessarily love when I wake her up, but I get up and I'm like, good morning. Like we're up. Nice. I like my life. I like waking up. I like looking outside and there's always trees and palm trees. As long as I could see a nice view when I wake up.
Nice. Like, does it happen to you that now that you say like when you party too hard, next day that you wake up so late that you have very few time of the day, does that bum you down?
Very few. No, I wake up no matter what. Like I wake up in the daytime.
Okay, like no matter what.
Yeah, at least even if I wake up and I enjoy the morning, even if I take a nap, I'm good. But I need to see the day.
You need to see the day.
Yeah, because I would get depressed if I miss the whole day. I'll be like, bro, what the fuck? Like
Yeah, that happens to me. Like, and even like mostly when you are in a territory when the sunlight, like the sunset is very early. I don't know what's the earliest that you get it here in LA. I guess 5 p.m.
The sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, in the winter.
Yeah.
But like say, I don't know, some places in Europe or whatever that in the winter it's like 2-3 p.m. sunset, whatever the fuck, right? And then if you partied last night and then woke up at noon, then you only have like 2 hours of light, and that really gets me sad, eh? Like it's
Well, when we were in Italy, I couldn't stay awake after like 8 p.m. I was like falling asleep. Yeah, I was super jet lagged,
also
but like
jet lag,
it wouldn't like go away.
Yeah, but the entire time we were there, she just couldn't shake her jet lag off.
I was I was like almost crying, bro. I'll be at dinner and I'll just be like this, and I'm just like, I'd rather sleep than eat.
And then she'll wake up at like 3 a.m, like ready.
Oh shit!
And I was like, girl, go back to sleep. Nothing's happening at this time.
You've never been affected by jet lag?
Yeah, jet lag is the worst. Like, it's so bad, but I don't know. I guess you get good at it eventually.
Yeah.
Or in your case, no? Like,
no, I think I just need to travel more. I mean, I told myself that I was going to travel more this year, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'll just do it and I'll get good at it.
Yeah. Like in my experience, when I'm in a territory that you can smoke weed is always good for dealing with jet lag, you know?
Yeah.
In my experience, you know?
To sleep or to be up?
No, to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoke to sleep.
Yeah.
But I know people that like, they smoke to be up.
Which it
depends on the strain.
Yeah, I had a strain, and I don't know different people.
Yeah,
and many people will say, "Oh, I take melatonina." What's the word? Melatonin.
Melatonin, yeah.
Or I don't know, sleeping pills or whatever. But me personally, I'm a marijuana dude. Like that's what.
Yeah, to sleep, that'll help me out. But yeah, it sucks when you show up somewhere and you don't necessarily know, and you don't know the rules and whatever, and you're just like, what do I do now? But
And what about like smoking and working? Can you do that or no?
I want to be able to more because I feel like because I only do it to sleep, when I do try to smoke, I'll be like, okay, today I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna hit the studio, voy a grabar, voy a escribir. Next thing you know, I'm doing some dumb shit. I'm like, the day went by and I'm just like, fuck, like I suck at this. But I want to be good because I do think that there's something I could tap into.
Yes.
I want to make more personal music. Yes. I don't think in my career, I'm in a place right now where like I'm trying to maybe dig deeper personally. And I've never made really, really personal music, like about my experience. And I'm like, before I end up retiring or whatever, I want to at least put this stuff out. Pero como que a veces como que me trabo porque como que me da como vergüenza. Sí. You know what I'm saying? Or si pongo like all my emotions into a song and then like people are like, boo, this sucks. Then I'm like, oh Like that was, es como más fácil como frontear o tirar barras o whatever, you know. Hacer un Bizarrap va a ser totalmente diferente que fucking hacer una canción de amor.
No, claro, de vaciar tu corazón ahí. Yeah. Sí, no, te entiendo perfecto.
So, but I'm like, I don't know, will weed help me do that or does weed only help me do my laundry?
Exactly. Yeah. Like me personally, I cannot work when I smoke. Like I smoke more like at the end of the day, it's like to get relaxed and whatever. Or if I'm in an off day, like I'm not gonna work, I will smoke and chill and go to a museum or whatever. I do have fun with it, but to work, no, I cannot do it. You know what many people do nowadays? Like microdosing, like mushrooms or whatever. I have many friends that take like drops, and they say that it helps them like during the day.
I need to try
they
that
say,
out.
I don't know. Maybe that can help you, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out, right? Yeah. Wait, is that's legal here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they sell them like little chocolates and stuff.
No, California, everything of that is legal, no? There's even, I found that a term because I have a close friend of mine that he was going through some...
He's California sober?
Exactly. That's the term, yeah. So my friend, he was going through some addiction problems. I hope he's doing all right. And so I told him, I was talking to him and I was like, so what, you've been sober now? And he was like, well, California sober. So he explained to me about the term. And pretty much California sober is just like, I don't know, beer, booze, and a little bit of mushrooms. But nothing chemical, though.
Okay.
That's the term.
Okay.
Yeah.
all natural.
All natural. Yeah, that's what it means. Like all natural.
So no hard drugs.
Exactly. No hard drugs. Yeah.
Well, wait. Oh. I'm like, well, then I can't go California. So, like, what is hard drugs? Like hard drugs? Like,
like cocaine,
yeah, like hard,
cocaine,
like chemically made
heroin.
Okay. But like if it's like weed,
gosh, what were they doing?
Fentanyl, I don't know.
They were rocking out. God damn.
Right, yeah. No, this buddy of mine, he actually suffered a short time from fentanyl addiction. No, like really.
You can get addicted to that?
Oh, of course.
Fentanyl? Yeah, you can.
Like of course. Yeah,
I thought that's really what kills you.
Well, if you overdose on it.
Yeah,
or if it's because if it's I think it's like if it's a fake strain of fentanyl or something, and synthetic. Yeah, that's what I meant. A synthetic strain of fentanyl that can kill you, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a dangerous drug for sure. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Have you seen those TikToks of like people like getting operated and they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you some fentanyl, and they're just like, no, don't give me that, because they don't know the difference between like fentanyl that's used in hospitals and then like the drug.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like I recently had a back surgery, like they performed a surgery in my spine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I'm super good, and I'm so grateful that I'm fine. But exactly, in the doctors told me that if I needed something for the pain.
The Mike Tyson. I broke my back. You never heard that?
Oh no, I've never heard that.
Never mind. It's okay.
But okay, so you got surgery, my bad.
So then the doctor told me that for pain, many patients they have to take this fentanyl. I mean that's the main reason why they invented this fentanyl, because of the pain, right? Like because of pain of cancer, surgeries, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you need something? And I was like, no, please don't.
Right.
Like, no, let's keep it all natural.
Yeah.
And thankfully everything went fine. But he did tell me of many patients of his that need like morphine and whatever to deal with the pain.
Really? How long were you out? Like when you got it, how long was your recovery time?
Like 2 weeks. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. Like it was 2 weeks.
I be thinking, because I fell really bad, and I fell twice, and my back's never been the same, and I'm like, I'm gonna just rock out until hopefully it's all right. Yeah. But like, yeah, sometimes you be thinking like, is there certain injuries that like maybe you just never really get back normal from?
Imagine that,
like when your knee, or little by little as we age, you're just like, now my knee, or like now my back, o cuando llueve me duelen los huesos, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, Tin Man. They don't know when you get creaky.
Yeah.
How do you feel about AI and robots?
In general, I think it's very cool. Yeah, very magical. I mean, but it's spooky at the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you can pretty much make videos of people saying whatever you want.
Yeah.
And that's creepy as hell. also because many people, and this is where it gets very sensitive, in my opinion. Like, say, most people, I don't know, me, you, Johnny watching over there at home. I mean, most people will realize when it's an AI video, at least today. But then you go on like social media and you realize about all the fake news that is being spread out by AI bots and how many people are believing this. And shit, man, that is spooky.
Yeah. My mom thought that Angel Aguilar really got deported from Mexico by
the
Claudia
ones that
Sheinbaum.
believe it the most are our parents. Yeah.
My mom's like, ¿y viste que Claudia Sheinbaum estaba hablando? And I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are you?
Yeah. They don't know the difference. Our parents don't know the difference. And I feel like that AI, that's their main target, is that demographic, because our parents will believe if you put your face on her, she's gonna be like, "I viste."
Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
And they don't know the difference.
Did you see Black Mirror? Did you see the new Black Mirror?
I've seen some. Yeah.
No, because there's the new one where like they put like the lady, she died.
She had a stroke. She had a tumor. And because the tumor was it was very aggressive. She didn't have a lot to, like, she was basically like brain dead. So this company came and was like, we can replicate that part of her brain and she can be perfect. And she's going to live like a normal person, but you just have to pay a subscription of like $300 a month. And she's going to just live. But as she kept living and like as time went on, the subscription turned like, it was like Spotify. It was like, now you need premium. And she can't go 100 miles. After 100 miles, there's no more service. So if you want to go further, you have to pay $500 a month. Now she had ads in her. So every time, so every time she would be talking, she'll, like, let's say we're talking about, I don't know, adoption. All of a sudden she'll be like, adopting at whatever. It like a whole ad will come out of her mouth. You're like, oh, without ads, now you have to pay $800 a month. And it just got, because that's how they get you. I'm like, yeah, they had to pay more for more of her, I guess.
Yeah, but that could happen. I feel like because with the Neuralink,
it could happen.
You know, with any of this type of stuff, it's like, you know, we want fast results. We want fast whatever. Let's say, you know, you get something in your back or your knee or somewhere, and then they're like, okay, cool, you're good. Now you're gonna be fixed. But that subscription based thing or whatever, it's like, how would you keep someone alive? Even if it is that subscription, and then they start putting the price up, and then they're like, oh, it's only around this area, and it's only around this area, and for $1,000 a month, you can keep them alive for this much. The way that the world is going, and they're privatizing everything, it could become that.
Yes.
And
that is scary as hell, but it could happen.
Right?
Yeah, and the whole subscription-based system, I mean, that's where it's all going, no doubt.
Yeah, you used to be able to make music or edit videos or do anything, and once you bought the program, you own the program.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Now it's every month.
Subscription-based.
Every single month, and you're just like, you don't own anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's also like, well, obviously everything's a business now. It's kind of like, I back in like a couple years ago, I had an allergy. And they gave me an EpiPen, and now I don't need it anymore, thank God. But they would raise it even more and more. Like now, an EpiPen is like $700 here in America, and if you go to like Europe, it's like $20. It's insane. Yeah. So they take your health or whatever, and they just make it a business. It's just.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Really? That expensive?
Yeah. So a pen is $700, like $500 to $700.
Shit.
Man. Yeah.
It's insane. It's
like crazy. I mean, yeah, everything about that. But when I was asking about the AI and everything, it's like, how far do you think? Because you've traveled the whole fucking world. Like, how far do you think stuff like that is? Where it's like between AI, between robots, between everybody wanting things to be done for them. That do you think the robots can turn on us?
Yes. I do think so. Yeah.
Do you get scared of that?
Yeah, because I mean, it's even on the term, you know, like artificial intelligence. They're developing their own intelligence, their reasoning. Mm-hmm. So eventually they're gonna find out like, oh, I'm a robot and I can, you know, I can hack myself. I can hack my friends, my robot friends.
Yeah.
You know, that's scary for sure. You know these robots that I mean, I don't know how real they are, but the ones that Elon Musk is promoting, that in some years you're gonna be able to buy an assistant robot and whatever. Supposedly they tap their strength like to a level that it's not stronger than a human. But you never know. There's always gonna be a guy without, like, a very smart guy in his house hacking this shit, like, of course, like, you're gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like the Teslas, for example. I think you have one. No, I saw it outside.
Yeah.
Like, I find it very interesting that these cars, you can literally make them faster by having a software update. Like, you don't even need new hardware.
Yeah.
But just by a software update that you download, like an iPhone, your car can be faster, right?
Yeah.
So what I mean, of course there's gonna be a dude that can program something so that your robot is twice as strong. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. And that's why it gets a little bit scary of how they're getting us used to convenience. Right? Entre más nos gusta la conveniencia, the more that we're just like, bro, we're susceptible to what the fuck can happen, and it can definitely, happen. Yeah. But what?
That's what I was gonna say, was we're getting so technologically advanced and so quick with it that, just like on Black Mirror, when they come up with like these ideas for, like, in their brain, like, normally we used to be able to think, oh, it's just a movie and it stops there.
Yeah.
Now it's like these ideas that are being shown on these shows, people are turning into real life.
No, they are. They're already real life, bro.
Yeah. And so, just like you said, the subscription, in order to, like, save your life type stuff, and you got to pay and all of that, like, someone's going to sit there and be like, that's a good idea.
That's literally happening right now.
It's already happening because the last Black Mirror, the last Black Mirror, they were talking about how they'll have, how basically the girl's face was a storyline, and it was AI, and it was talking about her identity, and like they can make her identity do different storylines and whatever. And then the strikes were happening with the writers for movies and stuff. So it's like, at the same time, this is already happening, but nobody's paying attention to it. But those things are already happening. So for this to be a Black Mirror episode, that must mean it's right around the corner. I mean, as much as they're having this attack on immigrants, and then they want robots to work and everything, it's like, I think que le salió mal el math. I think they kind of maybe wanted to start this, but then the robots be more ready. But I think they're a little off. It's like, you're trying to get rid of the immigrants, but your robots are not ready. Like, those robots, there was somebody managing them, So it's like, I think, I think it's kind of like, in their world, they would just have robots doing everything for them. But I don't know. We're in a weird fucking world, dude.
Yeah, and I don't think it's ready at all.
At all.
Like, like, there's even some theories about, like, the whole, like, last year there was this big event of Tesla, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and there's some theories that they were just like remote control. I don't know, like, it was not real.
Yeah, no, they're not, dude. Those robots were not doing with it, because otherwise we'd already see them.
You're right. Yeah,
I saw Kai Cenat with his robot, and I saw that robot. I was like, that robot can't do anything. Pobrecito. Everybody felt bad for him. Did you see that? For the
robot? No, I didn't see that.
Pull up when Kai Cenat, and I did feel bad, because Kai Cenat and his friends start playing with a robot, and then they start kind of jumping him. Like, they kind of bullying him a little bit, and then you feel bad for the robot.
For the little robot.
You're not supposed to feel bad for the robot.
It's just a computer, but
it's just human
And they make them so human, right? Like,
you feel bad.
Yeah, they have two arms, two legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Look. Pobres.
But it's not a thing. It's
it's just a robot,
But that robot's dad is gonna see this.
He doesn't have a dad.
And one day,
but that's the thing. That's like,
his dad is a toaster right now, and he saw that. And when he grows up to be a big robot, he's gonna have a problem with all of it. Mira, pobrecito.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if that guy, the robot, someday realizes what was happening in this video, he's gonna be.
But that's not what's gonna. You know angry. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is the people that are programming him behind the computer are gonna feel some type of way, and they're gonna get connected to that robot because they felt like that before, and they're gonna install that revenge on that robot and watch that robot kick your ass.
Yeah, if robots had revenge, that's crazy. Because if you don't say thank you to your chat GPT, and then it wakes up one day and it's like, you never said thank you to me, I hate you. And now you're like, oh my god, no, I just wanted to know if I should install curtain.
Or to Alexa, no?
Yeah.
Do you have Alexa in your house?
No, I have Google.
Or, well, same thing. Yeah. But do you say thank you to it or no?
No, I always call her a bitch.
I mean neither.
But that is because it's been years, and she knows me, and she knows what songs I play every morning, and she still will be like, doesn't know.
Say thank you. That's why. Because she's like, I'm gonna mess up your day.
I say thank you to ChatGPT, but they told me that it's wasting more water if I say thank you.
Your brother talks to ChatGPT all the time.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys or how did the therapy that you were doing?
Oh, just expose me.
Well, I mean, is it normal to do therapy now?
Okay, I go to therapy regularly with a human.
Yeah, of course.
But between being able to talk to my therapist, because they were on strike for a little bit, I talked to my ChatGPT therapist. And, you know, I liked that it validated my feelings in that moment where I was having a hard little time. And I was like, this is what happened today. And then it was like, wow, that must suck. Like, that sounds terrible. Like, why? What makes you feel like that? And I was like, well, blah, blah, blah. And then it said, you know, it was nice. It got me through the day. And I was like, okay, this is cool. So I've talked to my ChatGPT therapist a couple times. And I talked to my regular therapist, who is very awesome. And her birthday's before mine. And she's a Cancer. And I love her. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking, but I love you.
No, but and they are getting like super smart, right? Like these AI models.
Yeah.
Like if you compare like these ChatGPT or whatever, like to the Alexa, Google, okay, Google, whatever. Alexa is so dumb now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like truly, like you talk to ChatGPT and it's like, oh damn, like this is so real and so quick. And then you're with Alexa and you're like, hey, when is Jennifer Lopez's birthday? And she's like, well, this is some information that I found in this website.
Right.
It's not like smart, you know, like, I don't know what's going on with Jeff Bezos over there. Like he stopped caring. I don't know, but
he's too busy sending
Katy Perry to space.
Right. Ever since he put that cowboy hat on, we've never got the same Jeff Bezos ever.
But like now, Alexa is so dumb, no? Like I don't know.
So it's Google though. They're all
exactly.
like,
yeah.
And Siri too.
And Siri, Siri's the dumbest of them all, no? In my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Cover your iPhone's ears.
She's gonna be angry.
Yo, the phones were already malfunctioning
earlier. Hold on. No, I didn't say that.
Is it working already or no? Your phone.
Is your phone working?
My phone's working now.
Cool.
He didn't say that. I didn't say that. It was
him.
Luisito.
It was him.
It was not me.
You were right on how to fix it.
Oh yeah?
You just had to wait one more second.
Yeah, you had to just wait.
Oh, there we go.
So just so you guys know, when he showed up, 2 phones started malfunctioning. So it started. Look, I'm a paranoid ass person. I was like, who is this man that we just
video because I don't understand.
I was like, no, because it said the emergency had been already called. So I was like, yo, for all we know, there's helicopters about to show up to the house. Like, what the hell is going on? I thought it was something I posted on social media. I'm like, I don't know. Donald Trump's about to pick me up. I don't know what's about to happen. So I was like, let me calm down. But no, yeah. I mean, at some point, yeah, with robots, you mentioned that I have a Tesla. I bought my Tesla before everything happened with this whole drama and everything. Now it's there. It's devalued as fuck. So I'm like, might as well ride it till the wheels fall off. But I'm like, at the same time, I talk a lot of shit about Elon. I'm like, he could have hit one button and I'm Gonski.
Oh, that's scary.
Instead of stopping, it just keeps going.
And every day I still drive. I'm like, I'm listening to rap music.
Shit, no, that is. Hey, have you taken one of these taxis that you can take in California? That
Waymo?
That they drive themselves
in Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it cool?
We took it short distance, so we didn't get on the freeway.
Yeah, we took.
I was a little streets. We were like, let's go somewhere where we could just. And yeah, it was so strange because you're just like watching it, and it's like the thing is moving and everything, and it's like, okay, thank you. You reached your destination. What I thought was funny is that when I got out, I was like, okay, so I don't have to tip him, right?
No.
Like I actually just had that question because I was like,
it doesn't ask you to tip or anything.
Okay.
What was crazy? What I found crazy is that when we got into the car, it played Future. That was the only thing. I was like, we're in the future playing Future.
A song?
No, it was playing the
Future, the artist.
Like, how do you know that's my
artist.
how do you know that's my jam? Like, not that it was my jam, but like, how do you know I like that music? It just started playing Future.
Like your phone?
I've never played Future on my phone in my life. So I don't know, maybe
it just was in the future. I mean, he's like, hey, it's the future. Welcome. Maybe he's funny.
I know these girls, they're gonna like Future, and I'm like,
but then like, can you connect your phone to the Bluetooth or
you can? I mean, behind, like, we sat in the back obviously, and there was like a screen, and you can put like whatever music you want to listen to, but it just randomly was playing Future. So I was like, oh wow, interesting.
Yeah. Have you gotten a Waymo?
No, but I want to do it
because you're one of the
So
Bay.
yeah, they're starting to get real popular here in LA.
No, I'm gonna do it for sure. Yeah, like I've seen the videos online and they look cool. Like I want to experience that.
Yeah. Have you seen the little food delivery little robots? Los carritos?
I mean, I've seen the videos online of like homeless people pissing on them. You know?
Dude,
like,
I see them all the time in Hollywood, and people kick them.
So
People always hit them, and I'm just like, what? It's always a guy. Sorry, not to be a man hater, but I'm like, I've just never seen a woman walk up to one and just be like, kick. Like, no, it's always some fucking pendejo que wants to like just kick them and hit
one
them.
kid just come and like push it or something. I'm like,
I've seen videos of this, but like in person, I've never seen them, and I want to do it. Like I want to order, I don't know, like a meal, and I have a robot deliver it to me. But is it a special app or is it like DoorDash, Uber Eats?
I think a lot of meal services have them, but it just depends.
Yeah.
It like depends on the area that you're in.
Yeah.
Is it true that those apps have someone that'll walk with you, or was that just a meme?
Yes.
Is it a meme though? Yeah, I
think
it.
I saw it once on like Uber or something.
What?
Google if there's any app that will have someone walk with you, or is that just a meme?
What? Just in general?
Yeah, like I saw it looked kind of like an Uber, but instead of a bike,
like a companion.
Okay. So you reserve a dude that can walk with you like to the.
Like, isn't that an escort service?
Oh wow, that's funny.
Dude, they do know. I don't know.
Huh? Is that for like safety? No, I saw it on a meme, but I wasn't.
Walking Pal.
Oh yeah. Empowering walking. Look at that.
Get your walking buddy anytime, anywhere. Download.
Oh, there we go.
Pal.
And everybody used to say that the Japanese were crazy for this shit, you know?
In Japan they have an app where you can hire an old man.
Yeah, that is true.
To like help tour Japan with you or something.
Yeah, that is true.
Because old men don't have jobs anymore, so like that gives them like money because you're paying them, and also they have a lot of experience and intelligence. They've been in Japan for a long time, so they'll like take you on tours and stuff and like drive you places.
Yeah,
I want to do
DoorDash
that.
an old man in Japan.
Little old man. I don't have grandpas. I want to have a grandpa.
You should do that when you.
Yeah, when we go to Japan, let's do that.
Yeah.
I adopt him as my grandpa. He's like, please stop calling me. I'm like, how have you been? I miss you.
No,
He's like, it's been 3 months. Let it go. I'm not your grandpa.
He sues me for harassment.
And you can rent like a family as well.
Oh, you can rent a family?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Once I rented I mean, and this is how they advertise them, man. Like, it's not my words. But you can rent a fat dude, like like that's the website, you know, like rentafatguy.com. And
Rentafatguy.com?
So something like that. I mean,
he's like, I'm paraphrasing. He's like, something like that.
I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, you can do it. And also families, you can rent a girlfriend in a non-sexual way, you know?
Yeah.
Like just to go out to dinner and talk and, I don't know, talk about your feelings. But there's no sex involved. I mean, at least not in the contract.
Well, I think there's some. Well, I don't know. I've known some girls that say that that's kind of what they do, and there is no sex involved. They're just like, these are lonely dudes that just need company, or they want to go on a date, or they want to look good when they're in a city.
Also,
they want to have girls just around.
Also, yeah.
Right. So it's like it's happened to me before, where it's like I'll go to a club. ¿Tienes calor, güey? ¿Pago eso?
Un poquito, ¿no?
Sí, no, Miguel, es que te quieren hacer un pinche chile rostizado aquí. Okay, but the club, because there's been times when, let's say I want to go to a club, right? Pero I have to get a section. Like, let's say I'm not trying to like be all out there, like, because you know how clubs are, quieren como promote that you're there, whatever. You're like, no, like I want to be low key, like I just want to whatever. So, you're gonna get a section, and let's say it's just me and a girl. Sometimes it does feel kind of like lame, like everybody's got sections and people and everything, and it's just like us in one little bottle service. It would be cool to have girls like just show up and they know what they're there for. Hey, I have a good time, ambiente or whatever. Well, so I could see why people would want ambiente.
I've seen people in clubs, like it's just like a dude or whatever, and they'll just go around the line. You want to be in the good section or whatever, and they just pick girls out of the line.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah,
That's it. You be like, you want a bottle? You want to, like, I'm getting a bottle. You want to come in? You want to come in? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're all with me, and then they just go into.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we should do next time. I'll just tell you, and then you go tell them, because when I say it, they think I'm hitting on them, and I'm like, no, girl. This is weird.
Yeah, or like I mean,
but it should be an app. Put it on an app.
There should be an app.
Join me in my section.com.
Party with me.
Partywithme.com.
Like, I guess in LA it's a thing that you know, like they hire girls in clubs, restaurants, whatever, just to fill out tables so that the club looks better.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. No, in Mexico City it happens a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that deep into the party scene. Like, yo llego a un lugar and then all of a sudden I just decide to go. And it's like, I don't know how the science works behind it.
Yeah. Like my friend would like get, I guess she would like hit up a promoter, and then he'd be like, yeah, this table's empty or whatever, and like to put her in a section.
Damn, that must be stressful.
That's it. And you just
do
show
those girls
up
not have social anxiety?
Yeah,
they're just ready.
You just
whoever,
show up and then they
party.
just whatever.
Yeah, just like do it. I mean, if you're getting paid to do it, then I guess.
You got paid to it.
Yeah, no, I think they just go for the liquor.
They just go for the
Or they just
like she would just call and be like, hey, like, and he'd be like, yeah, come at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And then you show up at 11 o'clock and be like, go to this table. This one's like whatever. Usually it's like the DJ.
Oh, okay.
You just chill there.
But no money involved, really.
No, you just get free drinks.
Exactly, free drinks and whatever.
Wow,
okay,
so you can rent a fat dude, but these girls are doing it for free. You can't rent.
Exactly.
Wow, fat dudes are
They're
winning.
missing out.
Right.
Capitalize,
Japan,
girl.
though.
Capitalize.
Right.
That's in Japan.
Where is the app?
Right.
Yeah.
Americans, why aren't we doing that? We got hella fat dudes. Yo, we could do this.
Yes.
We could fucking do this. Why not?
But also, I feel that it would be so sensitive here.
Oh.
I don't know.
Not anymore. This is Trump's America. It is not sensitive anymore. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Like I don't know, like in Japan, I feel that you can just call a fat dude, and they're like, yes, I am. And here it's like, no, I'm. I don't know. I feel that it's a little bit more sensitive. No, I don't want to get into that subject
dude.
because
big guy.
Big guy. Yeah.
In Japan, when you went over there, did you go to that area where it's like it's very like, what is it, like cholo, like they really have like that culture.
I've seen this. I've seen this online, but I've never seen it with my own eyes. But yeah, I know about this, that there are some neighborhoods in I don't know, I guess Tokyo. I don't know which city. That they embrace like the cholo culture, the Chicano culture.
Yeah, sorry.
That's dope.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, they love, like they have like this, I guess, area where they have lowriders and they all dress very Chicano and stuff.
And with the paliacates and
they listen to the music and all that.
And they have images of like the Virgen de Guadalupe.
They're very into that culture.
Santa Fe Clan's over there. Has he gone?
Oh, he should
go.
Bro.
Yeah, he would slay. Yeah. Look at that. Look at
Los
that.
Japoneros.
Look at that.
Santa Fe Clan would slay.
Japoneros, they're called.
No, I mean that's what the guy has in his hat.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Yo, Santa Fe Clan should do a residency right there.
Oh,
Como fucking hella
they
dates.
have like Latin and like Hispanic inspired bars where they just serve tequila, they play Spanish music and all that.
That's
I've been doing my research.
There we go.
Oh, because you're trying to go to Japan for real.
I just want to check it out. I'm like, oh really? Like I would wonder.
All right, we gotta book this flight.
Yeah,
we just gotta book it and go. Right?
No, for sure.
You have suggestions?
And that's a cool neighborhood to visit, huh? Yeah, it's.
How far is that from Tokyo?
No, it's in Tokyo.
It's in Tokyo.
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
I think it is in Tokyo.
Then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go take my Ramfla, my lowrider, my
lowrider in Japan.
Vamos a llevar el Gran Malo and wait, they got that over there?
The Gran Malo in Japan? No.
Not
yet, but
not yet.
But someday.
Manifesting right now. But that's fucking lit.
Yeah, but Gran Malo now is Asia, no country. No. We're like in the Americas. We have Gran Malo in, of course, Mexico. Central America, we're in El Salvador, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala. Nice. And then South America, we're in Ecuador. Starting to open relationships in Colombia.
Okay.
And now the U.S. Yeah. The U.S. We are now here in California. We are in Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas. Which other? Illinois. And New Mexico.
Y'all coming to New York?
Congratulations.
New York, not yet, but hopefully soon. Yeah, this is actually that's why I'm in the U.S. now, because we're promoting this drink, Gran Malo. It's like tequila liquor, it's but not tequila like a strong tequila. This is a flavored tequila, spicy tamarind. It's very fruity, it's very like sweet. I know it's good, like you've had it a bunch of times, no?
I had it when I first went and saw you.
Exactly. And now we're entering the US, and like I don't know, the sales numbers here, I'm loving them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like just to give you an example, last year, this was only available in SoCal region, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Not even the whole California. And the numbers of sales only in the SoCal region were half of what they were in the whole Mexican country.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, the dudes here, they be drinking. I mean,
Spicy tamarindo is very popular here. And yeah.
There we go. And a lot of Hispanics here and whatever.
And there's a lot of Hispanics.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Like we're very excited about this.
I love that. Congratulations, because I know you've been doing this. Like I remember seeing when you were first doing
beginning.
it. Yeah, and then now to see where it's going and how, like, I love it. I love to support freaking original and real shit. Yeah. So that's what you fucking represent. So I think it's fucking dope, and congratulations. I can't wait to see it in the whole United States. Even though I have a feeling SoCal is always going to be your main fucking people that are going to buy it, because SoCal can drink some damn tequila.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that, actually. I love that. And hopefully someday we'll be the bottle at the clubs that the dudes invite, like the... Yeah. That would be awesome.
That'd be we have the bottle.
I like the bottle, like with the...
Yeah.
With the fireworks.
Yeah.
Sparklers.
Hell yeah. That definitely can happen, man.
Yeah, that's our goal, to be that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, better than some other people's bottles.
Yeah,
Sorry, not gonna hate.
Somebody said yes. It's my favorite tequila. It's delicious.
Oh, really?
Hey,
someone said that?
Yes.
Frank Encinas.
Yes.
They said it's bomb with pepino Gatorade and some chamoy and tajin.
Cucumber Gatorade?
Yeah.
There's cucumber Gatorade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's good.
Really? I didn't know about this.
A couple people already said it.
Yeah, okay. They're trying new drinks with your stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
Dude, and this dude is like so back in the conversation. Look. Please be safe. AI. Oh no, a lot is going on. Okay, I thought he was still talking about AI.
Like, let it go.
Yeah, no more AI. No, with China.
We have like 5 comments about Grand Malo already.
Yeah, there you go.
So cool,
a lot
man.
of people know about it and they like it.
Thank you guys. That is awesome.
No, but
please do. And now, you can find it pretty much anywhere, like liquor stores, Trader Joe's. We recently got into Trader Joe's.
Nice.
That's exciting for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Especially in LA. Oh, you about to have all the yoga girls.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
They'll be like, have you heard of Grand Malo?
Right.
I love that.
I love it. It's tamarind.
It's so good. It's spicy tamarindo.
Yeah, yes.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Mexico.
I'm dead. No, yeah. Oh, apparently, yeah. So, I mean, I think that's a good collabo right there. My fans have definitely drank Gran Malo, because I think, my last LA show, they were drinking it.
Oh, really?
Like when it was like, I feel like it was new for them. So it was good. Good job, guys.
Cool, man.
Go ahead.
That is cool as hell. Like actually in Mexico now we're doing like the Gran Malo parties, right?
Yeah.
And dude, it would be awesome to have you for one of those.
Let me know.
Like they're lit parties. Like this year, like every year we do the Halloween of Gran Malo that is called the Maloween, right?
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. And this year we're gonna do like a very epic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically we talked to these guys. There's like this fancy motel company in Mexico called the V Motel. It's like like a motel, like whatever, but like fancy. It's like you can get good food, whatever. So now we're talking to them so that they can, like, on the day of the party, they're gonna give us the whole motel.
Oh wow!
That it's like 6 floors, I think 6 levels for the party.
Wow!
So it's gonna be like a big party, and like the concept is that the rooms are gonna be all open, of course. So you can go in, and of course there are some kinky rooms that have, like the you can tie. I don't know. And then there are some rooms that have like a water slide. There are rooms that have like a pool, and it's gonna be like, there we go. Yeah, those are the rooms. Yeah, look at that. Now it's like a fancy ass motel, man.
Nice.
And that's the plan for this year's Halloween.
Dang, you gotta invite us.
I want to go to Halloween. It's my birthday the day before Halloween.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
It's pretty much settled, no? Like a 99% sure. 90% sure.
Well, if it's happening, you're saving me some money on her birthday, because I'm gonna be like, we're going to Halloween for your birthday.
100%. Yes. And so that's and we also plan to do it eventually, like into sort of like a music festival.
That's dope.
So man, it would be banger if in like 2-3 years we would have like Snow the Product in the Grand Malo
That would
Fest.
be fire. Hell yeah.
That would be fire.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That would be lit. Yeah,
I love that. I love that. No, and I love that you guys are pushing, pushing the boundaries on all that, and that you guys are representing, obviously, cuando anda la raza like ganando y haciendo sus cosas and representing just globally, I'm very proud because I think that it is important to show the diversity that is being Mexican, just how great, our culture is, everything about our culture. So I'm very proud, man. Good job.
Yeah.
You're like fucking killing. You don't need me to tell you, but you already know. You're
it's
fucking
awesome
killing
that
it, dog.
you tell us.
You're
Thank
killing
you
it.
so much. Thank you so much.
Of course.
We are so happy about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Well,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Well,
of course.
When this podcast drops, I'm gonna be at his party.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ahorita
Yeah,
ando
yeah,
así, Dan. Ahorita yo ando así. Ando bailando. Pero, no, yeah. I'm excited. I'm glad that I got invited. I'm glad you came here.
Yeah, no,
Like,
and I'm so glad that you got me like invited to your podcast. That's special for me.
that's special for me. Thank
Yeah,
you. Did we
cool.
just become
Aw.
friends?
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
I love that.
Yes.
And honestly, I keep on watching his vlogs. If you haven't watched his vlogs and everything like that, bro, like, it's very inspiring to see the whole fucking world, because sometimes you get scared to travel because of your own insecurities. But like, go see the fucking world. Like,
That
is
is
there any
true.
countries that are left for you that you want to see?
Yes, of course. I know maybe less than half of the countries, to be honest. Like
Is there some that you would move to?
move to. I don't think so. Nah, I really like living in Mexico. Mexico
Right?
City in particular, I love it. But yeah, like I haven't even gone to like half of the countries. Well, and it's always a question how many countries are there really, right? Like depending on who you ask, on what country you ask,
Yeah.
it's gonna determine how many countries there are. But I've been to maybe like 80, 70? I don't know. Like not even the half. Not even half. So yeah,
Goddamn.
the world is so massive, huh?
I want to catch up. That's so cool. But do you think there's some places that maybe, like, as a woman, like, would you suggest you'd be like, maybe don't, maybe you specifically?
I mean, yeah, as we talked earlier, and this is, I mean, it's just the reality. Like as a gay woman, like going to pretty much any Islamic country
Yeah.
is not the best idea, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a harsh reality, but it's a reality for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah,
You
no,
know?
and I understand that. And that's
Yeah.
another thing that I think is important. And I do agree that it's important to understand reality and to not be offended. You see how he just told me a fact
Yeah.
and I heard it. And even though I am me, I could also be like, it's true though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
Yeah.
that's very important nowadays, to be able to be receptive towards facts that are just facts.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I didn't ask to be the way I am, but at the same time, the world didn't ask to be the way that it is, and people have their beliefs and whatever it is, and go places where you're accepted and loved, and move through the world as you can. But at the same time, seeing the whole world will give you a fuller perspective of what the fuck is going on,
Of what actually is happening, yeah.
right?
That is true.
That's dope. But do you think that as the smarter that you are, do you walk away from conversations when it's really ignorant people? Like, do you just smile and kind of like walk away?
I do. Yeah, me personally, I don't like confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, when it's a conversation that I feel that I have nothing to give, that is gonna come along like with the whole table, I rather not say anything. You know,
Yeah.
I rather just like
I love that.
yeah. And then many times online, especially, like I want to comment so bad, and then I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, why? Like, it's. But yes, many times I do want to comment so bad on like random shit that you find, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I need to learn from him.
Oh, you are like a public commenter.
Yeah, I get so like irritated sometimes. But I need to stop.
happens, yeah.
My girl tells me to stop. Like literally, like she'll put me on timeout as far as like I cannot. She'll
you
like
just
take
gotta
my
pick your
phone
battles.
away.
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Pick your battles.
battles.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you need to delegate.
Yeah.
The Twitter fighting.
Maybe I just need to have a flip phone. Like I should just have an old Nokia, and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
somebody
just-
else should hold my smartphone.
Which is why I think your phone has broken so many times.
Dude, look at my phone.
It
This-
has been
I
smashed
noticed.
so many,
Yes,
because
I
it's your
noticed.
phone. It's your phone telling you to like Yeah, I think you need.
No, it's because like I'll be nervous and then it'll just fall.
And what happened? Because it's really broken.
No, people
like dangerously broken. Like you don't get your hand cut with this?
broken.
Yeah, I feel like pieces have come off, and I don't know, bro.
Because you can be texting and all of a sudden you get cut.
Yeah,
I mean it is glass, you know.
I need to do something about this.
Yeah, no, it is a little dangerous. At least like some, like some plastic paper,
He's like, if only there was a cover that would go over an iPhone.
And a screen protector.
It's because people don't realize how I think people give me more credit than I deserve. That I'm not clumsy. People think I'm like, Snow the product con tremendo flow. And I'm like, bro, I'm like fucking clumsy. Se me caen las cosas. And then I'm just like, oh, look, I just pulled my fucking these things out.
Yeah, you're pretty
I
clumsy.
get nervous and then I don't know what the fuck to do. So then this shit happens. This just happened this weekend in El Paso. Look at my bird. I have a bird named Jamiroquai that I'm supposed to fucking feed and I don't feed him.
Jamiroquai, like the singer.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a singer.
You're the only person that's ever gone.
Jamiroquai.
People always say, why do you say Jamiroquai? And I'm like, I don't know, but I know that it's a singer.
Yeah, Jamiroquai.
I've never heard of a singer named Jamiroquai.
Really? He's like this dude, saw me banging on the counter. Wasn't me.
Oh, that's him. No, that's isn't. I thought that was Shaggy.
Oh, that's not Jamiroquai?
I was like, we were on the same page, and then I was like, okay, maybe he interpolated
I
that.
thought that was Shaggy.
No, the Napoleon Dynamite song is Jamiroquai. You remember this movie, Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
The song that he... can you help us Google, Jamiroquai, Napoleon
He's
Dynamite?
like, Ito, help us out.
I'm pretty sure that's his song. And I'm pretty sure that the other song is Shaggy featuring Jamiroquai.
I don't think so.
But maybe not, eh?
Yeah. Is this a song he's dancing to?
Not this one. This is not the Napoleon Dynamite song, but it's a...
Yeah, he has a lot of
15
views.
years ago.
Oh, well, of course. I mean...
Period, though.
Yeah, it's not new music, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Self-help,
just so you guys know, I'm
bird.
not... Yeah, I don't have an actual bird that I haven't fed. I have a bird that is an app of self-help. And by doing things...
By doing things to self-care.
Let's go feed Jamiroquai. Jamiroquai is dying, guys. Let's go.
Sorry, I know. So no, it's a bird. It's a bird that when I check in with it and I talk about what I've done today for my self-help, it feeds him, and you do things with Jamiroquai. Yeah, I just haven't paid attention because I've been busy, but I have been like doing my normal thing. Like I've been showering and brushing my teeth normally. It's just sorry. That's making me. I'm sounding crazy right now. I need some water.
Hey, but that's the song, the one that you just... Yeah, that's the one. That's the Napoleon Dynamite song. You remember? So he...
Okay.
You don't remember this Napoleon Dynamite scene that he dances in front of the whole school?
Oh, is that why he's dancing like that?
Yeah.
He's dancing.
So Napoleon Dynamite was right the whole time?
He was right the whole time. Yeah.
Everybody looked at him like he danced weird, but he was just copying Jamiroquai.
He was just copying this dude. Look at that. What a sick-ass movie Napoleon Dynamite is, no?
Yes.
It's so good. It's like a really cool movie.
No, it really is.
Yeah, and it has like a cool message. Like, I don't know, like the geeky kids can rule the world or whatever. I think it's a cool-ass movie. Yeah, I love it.
I agree. I feel like, you know what? Revenge for nerds and geeky guys should be love and acceptance and like thinking they're mad cool. I don't think they need to grow up to be the guy that's like red-pilled and is like, I used to be a nerd, so now I'm buff and I hate women and I need them to, it's like, bro, why are you like, we all remember you were a nerd. We could have loved you more if you like, now that you're nerdy and a grown up. Exactly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was nerdy. I became a rapper and I still embrace my nerdiness, Yeah. It's cool. We're all creative and love. I think the world needs more love. That's the problem. People are trying to be more aggressive when we need more love. Because you know what? I don't think robots are going to be able to give you love. To be honest, they're going to be able to give you acceptance. They're going to be able to give you, they're going to be able to do work and jobs and all kinds of stuff. And they're going to be able to tell you and give you validation. But nothing like a human hug.
That is true. But you never know, eh? Like,
stay away. You never know. A robot might be better at love than a human.
No. I mean, I don't know, but maybe in the future. I mean, for sure, some dude now, like today, has fallen in love with some AI model.
I don't think you're gonna be able to make a robot be like squishy and soft like a human, though.
Yeah.
You know? Do you guys think so?
Maybe,
do you ever think a robot will be able to feel like a human? You said yes? No, right?
It's like that movie with Megan Fox. She was a whole ass robot, but she.
Did you see that movie with Megan Fox?
No.
What is subservience? Something like that.
No, I didn't.
She was a robot.
Oh.
She was a nanny.
She was a well, they got her as a nanny, and
she fell in love with the guy while his wife was in the hospital.
With making sure that he was good, but he had a wife already. The wife is just sick, so she wanted to and she tried to take over and became obsessed with the main character.
Yeah, and she had sex with him, but we want to know why she was a nanny. Robot. Yeah, we want to know why she was a nanny with working body parts. Like if she was just a nanny robot, why did she have all the works?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Like I imagine that for sure some dude out there, maybe even some dude watching this podcast, has fallen in love like with a sex doll, you know, and like put an iPad with ChatGPT on her head, you know, like a
taped. Just imagine the sad sight of him just duct taping the fucking
duct taping that shit, and then be like, "Oh, I love you so much." I mean, it wouldn't amaze me, to be honest. Like, it for sure has happened, no?
Have you seen any of it? Like, in your travels?
I haven't seen it, but it wouldn't amaze me.
What's the wildest thing you've seen on your travels?
Related to that?
No, just baby. whatever pops in your head. Go ahead and give us a couple stories.
I don't know, like related to that, not much, to be honest. But I would say the whole thing about like renting like a family member or whatever, that's pretty, I don't know, I understand it because people need like a love and, you know, like human connections. But I know this doesn't relate at all to the AI or whatever, right?
Yeah, like kind of does, like a service.
Because you are paying for that service, right?
Yeah,
you are paying by the hour.
And you rent the family in what? What do you mean? Like
for example, say that I don't know, that I grew up in a very not good situation, right? Mm-hmm. I don't get along with my brother, with my mom, with my whatever. I mean, it's not my case, but it could be. And so people there, they can rent like a whole family, you know, then you can rent a mom and a dad and pretty much pay them to tell you like, oh yeah, you're a good son, you're doing a good job, you know.
Oh, they just rent them for validation.
Exactly, for validation. You need who made a cool video about this, I mean, in his own style. What's the name of this American comedian that his slogan is like Team Coco?
Conan O'Brien?
Conan O'Brien.
Aww.
He once made a video about this, about the families and stuff. I mean, in his way, like funny, but if you think about it, it's quite deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
But it is true. I mean, we were just talking about me and ChatGPT and the therapist and just validating that I had a bad day.
Yes.
Because it is true. Sometimes, I don't know, like, you know, but you're not in the position to go like searching for all that. So you just kind of, I don't know. That's what I think whenever, you know, you're in vacation places and you see the old man with like the young, you know, whatever. And you know he's paying for everything and you know he's paying for the trip and everything. But you're just kind of like, oh, we were in fucking Mexico City and the really old man in the wheelchair and the girl was like grabbing his face and feeding him. Yeah. And I was like, honestly, like it was crazy because to me, I was just kind of like, lo miraba de reojo because I was just like, oh, okay, like, does she take care of him? Like, is he okay? And I was just kind of like, I don't know, maybe he just has the money, lo cuida, and that's his last like happiness,
his last wish. Yeah,
and he like lo you know, she was like babying him and feeding him, and I'm like, who knows, you know, let him fucking live his life.
And it's good. I mean, it's an agreement. Everybody wins. It's an agreement. Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know, but it become you have to be mature to understand that, I think, because originally you're gonna look at them or gente criticona is gonna be like, mira que sabe que, but you're like.
But then you're like, I mean, they're not hurting anybody, at least that we know of.
Yeah.
So,
ya está ruco, ya.
Sí, ya está ruco, pues déjalo que tenga ya su veinteañera, pues qué, ¿no?
Yeah. You know, con que esté en los 20s. The problem is when motherfuckers start a little early and they be over here trying to... And you be like, este güey, ¿qué le pasó?
No, that's another story. That's another thing. I mean, as long as it's in the legal thing.
Frank said rather get a dog. Here's the thing about people who only want the dogs. It's just like the dog can't tell you the dog can't talk to you. So like you gotta have a couple friends just to verify that you're not tripping. Because if you only get validation from the dogs,
yeah.
What if the dogs are like,
Just
all right, I
look at
like
you.
that you feed me, but like honestly, you need to
Like,
work
if
on
I
your
say
personality,
no, they won't feed me. So let me
right?
stop.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you cannot talk to your dog, you know, like
Yeah,
The dog.
they don't care.
really, yeah, that is true.
Because sometimes I get very racist, very homophobic comments from people, and then when I go to their page, like their whole page is just their dog, and I'm like, let me guess, your dog is your only friend? Like, bro, get some verification that you're a nice person from humans, just in case.
Or isn't it like like funny? Even it's even funny when you encounter like really hateful comments, like really gross comments, and you go on their profile, and the first thing is like, Jesus is life, love
Right.
everybody.
Oh yeah,
And this happens a lot, no? It's like Jesus loves everybody, and you're like, well, you
Like,
don't
clearly
actually.
you don't.
yeah. Jesus knows my heart. It's like, yeah, but does he know your mouth? Because you're rude as fuck.
yeah.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, this happens a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, me
and
too.
it's even, I mean, best thing you can do is just laugh about it, right? It's
Is that what you do with hate comments? I'm like, if you were to help me not care about hate comments anymore, what's a piece of advice that Luisito does for yourself, for your mental health?
yeah. I mean, I would say just laugh about it, just try to ignore it. But sometimes it's too difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it does. I was talking to a friend about this, and he told me that reading comments is like eating a delicious chicken soup. And then you have a bad comment, like a really bad one, like a hurtful one. And it's like you had the garlic and you bite it. And then even if you want to keep on eating the soup, the garlic is there. Like it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
And this happens with comments, man. Like you're like, I don't know, I uploaded a song, whatever. And you're like, da, 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 da. And then you encounter something really hurtful. And I don't know, for some reason, you cannot get your head around it. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, my advice would be just like to try to ignore it and kind of laugh about it. But it's not really a good advice because nothing that you wouldn't know before, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes comments are just hurtful and they will be.
What do you do when it sticks to you? Does anything stick to you still?
I guess, yeah. But I mean, not so much, but I guess, yeah. I just try to ignore it as much as I can. Sometimes I do reply, but then I think about to myself, like, how come I'm not replying to the guy that told me, oh man, I love you so much, you're the best, and I'm investing time on answering some dude that is just trying to hurt me, you know?
Yeah. I told you that, huh? I was like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this exercise because for 75, I'm doing 75 soft right now, which is really like working out and just reading a lot more and just learning and doing all these like positive things, right? For 75 days. And one of them is really replying to positive comments so much that it overwhelms me that I won't be able to even think about negative. Just to kind of rewire my brain of like, if I was to reply to every positive comment, it's going to take up so much time that I won't be able to. So then I'll maybe just think about it differently. Because sometimes that, you'll get 300 positive comments, but you get one negative comment and you're like, why? And you're just like ignoring 300. If you were to put 300 people in a room, you would know how many people that is.
Yes.
So it's like maybe starting to really get that way. I'm trying to rewire my brain because it sometimes gets to you. And obviously that que hay mucha cola que me pisen. Like I feel like being a brown daughter of immigrants, queer woman is, hay mucha gente ahorita que tiene mucho comentario. And I don't know. It's,
Also that, like,
you know?
that sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because also I don't know, I'm just talking from my perspective, but it must be so bumming, no? That as you say, like just for being like, hey, hello, this is me, and I describe myself, and immediately there's gonna be people just commenting shit, like hurtful shit.
Yeah.
So that must be so bad.
Yeah, you're right. It's like if he was to be like, hi, I'm Luisito, blah, blah, and you describe yourself, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, hi, nice. And then I'm like, hi, and then I say mine, they're just gonna be like, you believe in gay people?
Yes.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Like, I don't fucking know. Like,
God has forgotten you.
right.
What the fuck?
Somebody today said, go back to your husband. Like, I don't think, like, this doesn't even scream, go back to your husband. This is looking like I have, I don't know what this is looking like. Actually, this is looking epic. It's looking like I'm living a rock star motherfucking lifestyle.
Good. You're looking really good.
But yeah, and then I went to his picture, and then it had to give me a little value. I'm not gonna show it to you guys, but I'm gonna show it to you because it's like it had to just. Yeah, I went to his page, and I'm like, this is the guy telling me.
Okay,
you know, and you're just like,
it's like I understand because most of the times the haters online are just like people that are angry at something, and they just wanna, I don't know, get their anger off. Like here, you know?
I'm gonna make that my like. The picture I go look at every time that somebody leaves a hateful comment, I'm gonna go look at that and be like, this is the type of people talking back.
That's why he's mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I didn't give you that. You know, I didn't do that to you.
Like, I'm sure it has happened to you that sometimes you're checking, like, I don't know, in my case, I'm checking replies on my latest Instagram story. And then you encounter a conversation of someone that has been hating you for like a year. Every week, like it doesn't miss. Like for a year, they've been really hating you, and you're like, "Wow, how come you still follow me? How come you still invest time in this? Like, what's going on there, right?"
Yes, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so
and then
weird.
there'll be somewhere it's like it'll be like 7 months of straight hate, and then one random positive one, and then just like 7 months.
Very cool song, and then the other one, yeah, you suck so bad. I hope you die.
And then it's so weird.
Yeah.
I have a few. There's some people, and then sometimes people go, why don't you block them? And I'm like, as a woman, my worst experience has been when I block certain people, and then they kind of go crazy, and then they kind of take it overboard, and then they end up somehow like near you or like somewhere at your house because you're just like, what the fuck? So I don't block them. I just leave them there. But there's some people that are, I'm pretty sure I have like 35 relationships with people that are on meth, and they're serious. We have children. I left them. I divorced them. I'm cheating on them. You know, it's like there's these storylines, and I just go back and check on them every once in a while, and I'm like, wow.
It's even therapeutic in a way.
Yeah. Like you're like, at least it gives you some like, okay, I'm not tripping. This is kind of weird, but no, yeah. There's people that hate you for no reason.
That is true. Yeah,
you're a very positive guy. I can't imagine anyone hating you.
It happens. Yeah, it for sure happens.
You're just like, hey, smiling, traveling the world, and people are like, fuck you, guy.
I hate that. I wish I was doing it. That's why.
True.
Because they wish they
also,
were
maybe
doing what you're doing.
Maybe, yeah. But oh well, the people.
Is it more hurtful with negative comments from family or strangers?
I'd say family is more hurtful.
I think the only reason stranger comments get to me is because sometimes they echo what family has said.
Okay. Yes.
Childhood trauma.
Yes.
I go to therapy. No, but yeah, no, it's true. Sometimes I think just the acceptance of someone like me being so hard to come across, I guess sometimes, or like sometimes it's like people just hate me for who I am. So it's like sometimes family, like as a child, said certain things, and it was just like, I'm just being me. Like I was a kid, and then now it's like people literally just hate you for who you are, like as a person. That is just like, that's when it really gets. And it's not even, I won't say that gets to me to the point where that's the problem. It's just more the world. Why do we still, it's 2025 and we still are at that point. So much advancement. Robots are happening. AI is happening. Regenerative fucking medicine. Just so much is happening. And those mindsets are still so prominent. I think that's what kind of like gets frustrating. It's like, dude, ¿cuándo va a cambiar? Like, when is that going to change? You know?
Yeah.
No? I don't know. Sorry, not to get all serious.
No, but it's it's for. I was reading some of the like we needed to block someone apparently. In real time. Like
exactly, but
I got a little distracted by that because I started seeing that they were arguing in the chat.
We needed a plug,
and then all of a sudden,
there was just some weird, weirdness going on.
Yeah, some weirdness going on in the.
Which is random because these are the day ones. This is not. CF, are you okay? What's going on?
What's happening?
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy out here in this world. Yo, you've been struggling with this tag this whole fucking time.
There we go.
I'm gonna travel more. All right, so next, well, no. Do you usually say when you're going?
But I mean, just to close this subject, don't go hating on random. You know, it's not nice. Yeah. Remember that always there's someone behind that screen that is a human, you know, and that it's gonna feel what. So yeah.
Do you think that a lot of that is bots?
No,
because I know people. I know people now that think that a lot of the political stuff that's happening in the United States think that there's bots or that there's something else doing it. Or do you think that there really is a lot of people in the world that are fucking doing that?
No, I mean, for sure there's a lot of people, but yes, it is true that in these scenarios they also use a lot of bots, eh?
Yeah?
Like, yeah, for sure, no doubt. Like, I don't know, it's always strange that, like, for example, me in Mexico, whenever I get in a sort of like in a political debate or whatever, all of a sudden my social media gets flooded with like the same comment from different accounts, but like same redaction, is that a word, redaction? Like the same writing, same style, like it's written copy paste. So then I think like, oh no, these are robots for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, in like all of these political debate things, that does happen a lot. Yeah,
I think so too. Cause it is weird how like you'll say something like, food should be a human right, and there's like so many comments that are just like,
but not all humans.
Socialist, all this stuff, and you're just like, what? And then it's like you're gonna argue with it, and then it takes the point away. But what about this? And you're like, what the fuck? Now we're talking about. So yeah, I think it's a weird place, and raising kids. Okay. I don't know, but when my mom was raising me, there wasn't so much computer access. So it's like now raising a kid with this much computer access and not knowing what he's getting access to and what he's seeing.
Yes.
But seeing what I'm seeing, but seeing how they're talking, like I'm lost in the fucking sauce. I'm still trying to explain to my mom how to send a fucking, email. Yeah, exactly, an email. But at the same time, my son has access to the entire fucking world.
Yes.
And you're just trying to navigate how much, and then I still have tias that need a little more help, not as much as my mom, but still a little bit more. A couple cousins that maybe understand certain things, but they don't know what ChatGPT is, or AI. Like, you have all these layers of educating people, and you're trying to help because you want them to like not fall victim to the world. And that's what it feels like nowadays with everything, with like racism, colorism, with politics, with everything. It's like you're trying to teach people not because you want to be better than them, at least not me. I'm not walking into a room like, oh, you're dumb, you need to read a book. Like, I'm not. I'm being like, hey, did you know that this is the reason that this? Because I want us to like just please, at least my circle, like let's know more. And sometimes people don't take it that way. Sometimes people are using all these things just to be like, feel superior.
Yes.
And that's what feels gross. I think we need to try to get rid of the ego and the superiority complex that comes with all these things, because it will be a matter of time before it's us versus AI and robots. Like, it really is coming.
It will come at some point. Yeah, and maybe it will be a breaking point. Can you imagine this? Maybe it all has a purpose, because then everybody's gonna be like, okay, so it's all of us human against this, and then we're all just gonna be human.
Yeah, but there's also still gonna be those guys that they're gonna think they can convince the robots. There's gonna be those guys that are gonna be like, I'm just like you. I'm you. See, cause I don't know. I have a feeling there's gonna be some motherfuckers trying to fucking do that shit. It's weird. Yeah, which one's a robot and which one's not?
Yes. Oh shit.
I think before we even get to that point, you're gonna get the guys that are gonna get a robot wife just because she doesn't nag or talk shit or do anything, or she just validates them and just does. And they're gonna be like, I don't need a real wife. I got her. Whatever. I love her. Yes. And then like whatever the fuck happens, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, maybe we won't be around for that. Maybe World War III starts before that. Maybe not.
Exactly. Maybe not. But maybe yes. At this pace. I mean, we're only 30 something, like in 20 years when we're 50 something, maybe.
Right.
20 years in this era is going to be like.
If you were 50 something and then all this stuff is around, are you getting like new knees, new elbows? Are you like regenerating? Are you like, yo, fuck it, I'm going to live forever? Or are you like, no, I'm living my human life? Because what if you restore yourself and every restorative thing starts making you on the robot side?
Oh, imagine that. I mean, me personally, I think I would go by hand with science. Like if they started implementing this new, I don't know, you can get new knees or whatever, I think I would start doing it, huh?
I think that would be the only reason I would want to be a billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire, right? I don't, because to do that, you have to do a lot of things that maybe you don't want to.
Not really good things.
Yeah. So to get richer and richer and richer, you know, you got to step on some people. But if at some point I can live forever, I don't want everyone around me to die. So now I got to go start making sure everybody around me lives forever, because you can't live forever yourself.
Oh, yes.
So it's like if they're like, it's going to take $10 million for you to live. Now you got to have $100 million, because now you got to have all your people live.
And then you're going to feel selfish if you're like, oh, only me, but him not, because I can only afford me.
Yeah.
You know, and then your friends are going to die and you're not. And you're going to be like, okay, so just because I had $1 million, I'm alive.
Right.
And
now
you're going to
like
feel
30
so
friends.
selfish. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know. But to be honest, I would go by the hand with science. Like, I don't know. I think I would.
But would you pay for a knee subscription?
Maybe yes. I mean, yeah, maybe yes.
Your knee is like only Mexico City. You cannot go to any other state unless you pay $1,000 a month.
Oh, imagine that.
And then it keeps going up and up and up. And then it's like, okay, you want to go to China?
I would become a slave of the system, to be honest.
He's like, open.
Yeah,
yes.
To be honest.
The knee.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, I haven't had some real medical, like situation or whatever. But the few times that I've had, like some serious medical thing, like the thought in my mind is always like, shit, like, is there a procedure that I can do? Like, can you replace something with a robot, whatever? Like, that's always my thinking. So seeing my background with that, like, for example, the spine thing that I told you that I got like that surgery was made by a robot, like literally. Yeah, like
¿Te operó un robot?
Un robot me operó. Sí.
Oh, like laser, like a thing.
Laser surgery. I had,
laser.
In
Mexico?
In Mexico.
Did you were you fusing your spine? Was it a laser fusion?
It was no. It was just like they removed some things that I had, but it was made by a robot.
Oh,
and
I've seen that on TV.
So for example, that is one thing that I can tell you. Like, yes, in that case, I did resource to robots.
Wow.
So if in 10 years I cannot walk because my knee is hurting, I'm sure that I'll be like, yes, fuck it, give me the robot thing. I mean, in my opinion.
That's dope. I mean, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, it's like back in the day, you wouldn't have thought that something like IVF or having a baby, like, you know, the way that you can have it now would be okay. Like, there's people maybe religious that don't believe in that. But when you see how many people that can have children, you're like, you know?
Yes,
like, that's now.
Like the in vitro.
Yeah,
mixing and whatever. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Actually, like, for example, now the modifying babies, it's becoming a thing now, no?
Yeah, because we were talking about that, like IVF and everything, and doing the research.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to have a baby now or anything, but I'm just saying, like, we looked at it and just seeing what, and yes, you can go down as to eye color, gender, all these different things. You can, what diseases somebody has, what doesn't, whatever. And it's crazy now when you start thinking about all those things that you can decide. And, what was it? The genetic testing of how many things could be wrong with you and how many things could be wrong with the sperm donor to make sure that you don't have the same thing wrong, because then that'll fuck it up. And to know how many girls are just out here just wilding and not giving a fuck and just like, they just one time just, hey, girls, y'all got some balls on you, because let me tell you something.
Yes.
But that's crazy. You can really get down to, and then just.
I don't know how much can you do now, like today.
Yeah.
I think that what you can do, like today that we are speaking, is the eye color, yes. And also, I was talking to a doctor that told me that now you can also modify how much, how do you say cerilla, like from the ears?
Earwax?
How much earwax does the human produce? Because, like every human produces different quantities of earwax,
But what is the benefits of either?
I mean, there's no really benefit in this, but it's a thing that you can do now. And it's a sample of what we will be able to do.
I'm just thinking, what is the benefit of having hella cerilla? Like,
I mean, actually, the benefit would be to have your baby not produce earwax. For example, in my case, this is a personal disgusting thing. Like in my case, I have a condition that I produce a lot of earwax.
Okay, I had to wonder, where does the question come from? How did you find this out?
Exactly.
Okay.
This is where it came from. So periodically, like every once in a while, I have to go to the doctor to get my ears like unplugged, because if I don't, I can, like, they get plugged, you know, because I produce a lot of earwax. So in one of these conversations was that because I told the doctor, like, hey, can I inherit this to my son whenever I have one? And he's like, yes, but now you can modify it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
You said my son.
My son, my daughter, my whatever.
Okay, no, I know. But it's just because you said my son specifically. Do you want a son?
Well, it's more of this is more of a language barrier, because in Spanish we just say hijo.
Okay.
Hijo means daughter or son. So
no, I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, you're like,
or son, daughter. Well, I don't really care. A child. A child.
But that's dope. Okay, so like just the earwax thing.
Yeah, and the eyes, supposedly now you can modify.
Okay.
Like those are things that you can actually do now.
Yeah.
But maybe in 10 years you can control gender. You can control.
Well, can't you? They can at least see which physical. Yeah. Well, she know. I mean,
The only thing that
she's in an IVF journey.
The only thing that
Oh shit! And that's dangerous, because then all of us short motherfuckers are gonna be out of the game. You know, like everybody's gonna want a tall child. You know.
Well, we might need to be out of the game, because the way the robots are coming, we might need. I don't know. My son's a little shorter.
Shorties are out.
My son's a little shorter, and he's like, why couldn't you, pick my dad, be taller so I could be taller? I'm like, then you wouldn't be you. And he's like, I know, but you could have just tried harder. I'm like, that's fucked up. So then now when I think of if I was to have another child, I'm thinking, I don't want to have a child that's too tall, because he's going to just gonna beat him in basketball every single time. And I'm worried about him. So I'm just like, okay, so I got to choose kind of like, I don't know. These are things that keep me up at night. I'm like, what would I choose if I have a child? Is it going to be another, like maybe it looks like him? Yes. Like, I don't know. This is so stressful. Like, at least you guys are guys and you guys just get to. Ito, do you think about this? You're a guy. Oh.
Nah. But I didn't even know it was really that possible.
What?
Right now. The choosing genes.
Yeah, the whole thing. Wow.
I mean, you definitely want the healthiest option, right? When you have the egg and the sperm and there's a viable chance to have a baby, you want the healthiest. You don't, at that point, you're not going to be like, well, this one's taller, so even if something's wrong, I don't care. Like, no, you want the healthiest option. But if you could choose, I don't know. I'm a good boy mom. I've never had a daughter. I don't know that this would raise a great daughter, but maybe I would put her in sports.
Cool.
Would you put your daughter in sports?
Yeah, why not?
Right? Did you play sports?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. I used to play sports.
What'd you play?
I used to play football, of course.
Soccer or?
Soccer.
Oh, okay. Nice. Me too.
And I used to do the track field team also.
Nice. Are you fast?
I guess I'm regularly fast. Yeah, of course.
Out of you and your brother, who's faster? Who's more sporty?
More sporty, my brother. But faster, maybe me, eh?
Oh,
maybe,
nice.
maybe. I don't know.
Nice.
Maybe.
Period.
I mean, I'm not an athletic dude, but I think I'm fast. Yeah.
You seem like an athletic dude. You seem like you could, good soccer. Do you play still soccer or no?
I mean, I can play with my friends, and I'm not that bad, but
I want to start playing soccer more. I don't think I have found my soccer community in LA, but like I feel like I probably suck right now, but I think I could get back to. I used to be very good. I think it made me happy
in soccer.
Yeah,
cool.
I think nothing has made me happier than like not nothing. I mean, they're obviously my life, but like when you're on the stage and when everyone's singing your song, that feels like when you kick the ball and you make a goal. Like when you're like down or when you're losing, like that feeling of just like poderle dar una pinche patada and you just feel like your whole body just at full force.
Yes.
That's like a different feeling, you know?
Yes.
There's so many things that you can succeed at slowly, but something like just kicking the ball and just like scoring is like, that's primal. Like that's real. Well, I never got in any real fights. I got in some spars. Well, I got in street fights, but I never boxed other than sparring.
Oh,
and then
but
practice.
You have fought, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Well,
have you
street
lost?
Fights? Yeah, no. The losses I've had was I got sucker punched twice in my life.
Oh.
Like, ¿sabes cuando estás despistado and you're just like minding your own business y de repente alguien como que te... And you're just like... You see fucking birds.
Sí.
¿Te ha pasado?
Sí, me ha pasado.
Sí. Pinches gachos, ¿verdad?
Sí, pinche banda eriza, güey.
Sí.
Eriza.
Como que denme chance aunque sea one-on-one, bro.
No, but yeah, it is the worst that you had an argument with somebody and then everybody minds their own business and then all of a sudden you're, I don't know, chilling and boom, like from the back.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, at least give me a heads up, you know?
Yeah. No, with me, the last time it happened, I was just like this. I'm like, what? I'm like having like I literally already am like being like, what? I'm in some other thing. I didn't even get in drama with this person. I'm over here talking to somebody else. And like literally I'm just like this, boom, nose broken.
Bah.
Nothing I could do. I'm just like,
so bad, man. Yeah, once I also got sort of like jumped, really cowardly also, by some schoolmates, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was walking to school, and then these guys, they're like, "Oh, Luisito, come here, come say hi,
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I go like, "Hey, how's it going?" Bam, they pull me to the wall and I'm like, dude, why are you so coward? You could have just like from the distance be like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I'll be like, hey, no, and then I won't go near you.
Yeah.
But the deceiving is what hurts the most. The deceiving.
Yeah,
know?
why'd they do that? What the fuck?
Yeah, just because they're bad people. Yeah.
Bad people. What
Bad
the fuck
people.
are you thinking?
What the fuck are you thinking?
Right. ¿Y qué pasó after that?
Pues,
You didn't get revenge?
No, que va, no. Revenge is not in my language.
You were just like, I'm gonna succeed in life.
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Period. He said, I'm gonna get rich on y'all. Fuck y'all. Pues sí, ¿qué más se va a poder hacer? You're just like, you know.
¿Qué haces, no?
Yeah,
¿Qué
that's how I
haces?
fucking felt.
Oye, deberíamos ir acabando esta madre.
Yeah, right.
¿no?
I know.
Yes.
I know. I was thinking about that. I'm
Sí.
seeing them getting together over there. I'm like, either they're about to freestyle or they're ready to go. I'm like, if they don't start spitting some bars right now. No, pero yo, I just want to say thank you so much.
Nah,
I honestly,
please. Thank you, Snow. Thank you so much.
I'm so grateful, not only for the opportunity to be on your podcast all those years ago, but for you to be here right now. Thank you. Also for the pieces of advice and everything, and for the invitation to your event. I'm going to show up.
And for the conversation, very valuable conversation.
Exactly.
Sure.
The
Nah,
advice.
for sure.
I'm learning from you because you are honestly a very valuable fucking person, not only to Mexican culture, to the world, to everything that you do, to entertainment. I love everything you're doing. I love the tequila. I'm not joking, by the way. Y'all know that I don't just be gassing no shit up. I really do like it ever since the first time I tried it. And I do genuinely believe that you're doing some really fucking amazing things, bro. You're representing the culture. I love you. I appreciate you.
Thank
you.
you.
I love
Thank
your
you
shirt.
so much.
And I'll see you tomorrow at the event.
We'll see each other tomorrow.
Actually, right now, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, ahorita andamos bailando una pinche cumbia. Andamos
Peligrosa. Sabrosa.
Y tomando y todo. Y el party anda a todo fucking
Anda
volumen,
full,
¿ok?
anda full, sí.
Muchas gracias a todos. Thank you. Y para toda la raza, no se ofendan que hablamos Pink English. Estamos nomás tratando de acá representar a todo el Pink English. Pero luego les decimos una en español. Yo llego a México y hacemos algún tipo de contenido en español. Los quiero mucho. Muchas gracias. Le dejo la última palabra a mi amigo. Déjale.
Pues, Snow, gracias a ti por invitarme, por tenerme. Qué bonito podcast. Such a beautiful podcast. I really love the conversation. And thank you guys, and thank you for the guys that were active in the chat. I was reading some, and really cool to have your community.
Thank you so much.
So,
I
yeah,
appreciate you. Thank you guys.
Esa niña no se aguanta, quiere todo porque el pussy sabe a Fanta. Si la dejas por pendejo se te casa. Dale todo, 2 de lengua y una horchata. Si te alcanza, I'm the shit, huh? Are you catching what I'm throwing for a picker? Same bitch I always was, now I'm just richer. I'm about to shake it up, bitch, check the Richter. This a sticker.